All right, all right, all right. Welcome, everybody. It is the Rideshare Garage live on Wednesday night,
Let's
and we
do
are
it.
here, happy to be here, ready to have some fun, ready to drop some gems, ready to help you make more money. I'm throwing my hands up because there's only four of us here right now. I don't know where
That's
everybody
it.
else, but
They out making money, I hope.
hey, so sitting right below me in the fourth Hollywood Square will be Brandon, the Chicago Lux driver,
Tesla
and
now. He's like,
Tesla,
Lux.
Porsche, Lux driver, right?
yeah,
Uh-oh. And then sitting next to him is our guy Big Steve out of LA. Now I gotta let you guys know something
Tesla.
about Steven. All right. Steven, you can
Oh,
follow him at the Unbroken Driver. Okay, but I gotta let you know something. He just got finished telling us that Tesla, the newest software download, now allows the tires in LA to puff up like rafts because of all the rain that's coming down in LA. They are now floating through the water.
All it took was an update.
All it took was a software. Elon is the
Thanks,
man.
Elon.
you got hovercrafts
I
out
need to
there.
get a shirt. In Elon we trust.
I know, for
All
real.
right, all right, all
That's
right.
what's up. I love that.
And then,
No,
and then
that's
above him, and to my would be my left. You got Uber Jeep AZ, Big Jeff, the
right.
dog in the yard, the one you don't want to mess with, right? And yeah, he put out a pretty good video yesterday. We're gonna get into that in a minute. But finally, Eddie has come
Who
back.
just showed up? Who just showed up?
Eddie
Eddie
has
just,
returned to the Rideshare Garage. If you can smell what
hey, I
Eddie
think
is cooking.
Eddie always takes forever because his hair always looks fucking perfect. Like the rest of us don't take that long. I think his ass got a hairstyle. Oh, he lying, man. Eddie's a movie.
You
It took
should
me 30
see
minutes
how
to
I
do
do
my
my
hair. What are you
On
hair.
talking
inside,
about?
you be like powder on his face and shit. On inside, hold up, got the hairstyle. Eddie, you're on. This is like shit. Eddie's the star of the family.
I
All
mean,
right. So
Eddie, how you doing,
what
brother?
did I miss?
Well,
Oh
well,
no.
Besides my
because we've
hair.
already done it. No, because we've already done it. Now
Hey,
I'm gonna
Randy's already here. What up, Randy? What's good?
hey,
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to take your right hand, Eddie. Take your right hand, put it over your left side of your chest. Put it over your
Pledge
left side of
allegiance.
your chest. And I
Uh
need the
huh.
pledge from you. We've already done it. So
Yeah.
now we need to hear it from you.
We've done the Planet of Allegiance already. That was the beginning of the video.
So now you need to do it.
Hold on. We're gonna do the pledge allegiance. I pledge
We
allegiance to
already
the
did it.
flag.
We've
We
already
already
done
did
it.
it.
Hold on. Of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
That's
Amen,
it. That's
brother.
it.
Oh.
There you go, brother. All
Uh,
right, Eddie did it. We can start the show now.
Now we can start the show. We can start the show.
This is gonna be epic. This show is gonna be epic. Already.
so that's all I mean.
Yeah. I can't wait till this playback. This is gonna be good.
Hey,
Eddie,
I got a question for you
Man,
guys.
let's hear
Have you
this.
guys received any basically like tax returns from Lyft? I haven't gotten
Uh-uh.
anything
I haven't
from them
gotten
yet.
mine yet either.
okay, so
Randy
what
got that
happens
$120.
what
Randy's at
happens
120.
what happens with Lyft, and I think Uber's gonna do the same thing. They're no longer mailing them out. So you have to go into your driver dashboard under your tax information and you download your 1099Ks.
Well, I did for Uber, but Lyft doesn't have them yet.
Well, remember, they're not obligated to have them out until January 31st.
Yeah,
Yeah, you
and
got some time.
So
How
you
come I
so
can never type in the message? I'm trying to type to Randy, but I can't get in.
but the thing
uh,
is that they're for my business, so I need them so
You're
I can give them to my CPS so they can file them for the business, not for me.
yeah, but all employers have the first 30 days of the first month of the year before they
Yeah.
need to be mailed out and made available.
you have a separate page open, Jeff.
Nope.
You have a separate page open in order to do your and then go to your
Ah,
stream.
okay.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Bet, bet. Y'all always coming through, man. Everybody's always helping
I
out.
do what I
I'll be
can.
like, I don't know.
Got to
Hell
make
yeah.
myself
Hell
useful.
yeah.
So if nobody heard what I just said, the your tax documents, you'll have to go onto your driver dashboards, your respective driver dashboards for Uber and Lyft. And I'm sure DoorDash is doing it the same way. Hey, Miss Linda, Deacon Lyft Linda has said
Linda's
hello.
in.
Her hands. Oh my
Linda's back
God.
in.
Oh, oh,
I
there
don't
is.
know what's
Okay, there.
going on yet. See, I know
What
she got a
happened?
thing for.
We got lovely Linda.
Yeah, I listen. I know Miss Linda has a thing for Jeff. I
Ooh.
know she does.
No, no,
And she got a thing for Brandon, and she got a thing for Steven and for
no.
Eddie. And
You
No.
messing with her now. You messing with her.
oh, hey, I love
She's
Miss
gonna
Linda. You
beat you
got
up.
you got to hear. Listen, you got to go on her channel, and you got to go watch her Kadia, not Medea,
Ooh,
but her Kadia. Y'all got
Kadia.
to go check that out.
All right,
Let's see
bet.
what
Y'all
we
got to
got.
check that out.
That's Linda's channel.
She would like Ron, but Ron don't ever show up.
See,
So you guys
change
can't
it.
take a selfie of me if it freezes.
Uh, now
The
you
battery
know
of
If
what's
it
gonna
freezes,
do
you
it.
won't
We
be able to
gonna do it.
change it.
the battery of my
She said,
camera
"I
is
changed
dying.
my name, Deacon Lift Linda." There she go,
All right.
Deacon
We'll have to
Lift
pull that
Linda.
We
up.
love
Deacon
All right.
Linda.
we love having you here, sweetheart. We love having you here. Anyway, so what else is going on? What's going on, Jeff? Man, you put out a hell of a video
Hey,
yesterday there. You wanna
oh
enlighten us about
man. Well, the thing is, I wanted to get everybody started because I know we got a lot of new drivers coming in this year because a lot of layoffs at the tail end of last year, a lot. And a lot of these people are hearing how much, how good it is once you understand the apps, how much money you can make. So I just wanted to welcome them to the community first off, but also let them know just because somebody's a writer channel, it doesn't mean that they're a channel that you probably want. Hold up. My thing was, yeah, it's probably not the channel that you want to watch. Because if you're already hard up for cash and you need this in an instant, you don't have time to screw around. You got to get in, get that money, and hit the road running with knowledge. And that's why I put that video out. So hopefully, people go and watch it. And I don't want, a lot of channels to feel offended. I don't want them to feel offended. I want them to see this as a challenge to do better. Just do better. Welcome people in. Let's make this money. You're presenting a lot of problems, but you're not presenting any solutions. So let's start looking at solutions because I'm hearing a lot of complaining, but nobody's putting stuff on the line like, hey, this is how you fix it. Go get Maestro, go get Para, go get Sketty, go get something. Nobody's coming up with solutions. It's just a whole bunch of problems. That's it. Videos full of problems. So that's what my video was about. That's it.
it? Okay. No, actually,
Yeah.
I thought it was pretty good.
I
Go ahead,
watched
Jeff.
it. It was pretty good actually. Um,
Thanks, brother.
it was
Thanks.
pretty good, but that's why I've been telling like on my channel. I've been mentioning that hey, I've been working with this app called Viho, and the other one I forget what the other one was called. Um, and is somebody mentioned it actually on my chat, and it was delivering medical equipment. I guess you could say that.
Oh, I remember that. I
It's a gig.
remember that. Yep.
So I have
Look,
applied
Thomas.
for a couple of the companies. They should say you should apply for like 20 of them. I only found three, but I've been searching through the internet, and there's a whole bunch out there. There's a whole bunch. Courier, it's called medical courier, and they give you the gigs, and you go do them. But they're like priority. Like if you accept the contract, you gotta go. If you don't go,
Yeah.
they cut you out. They cut you out.
See, and
Um,
it's for the serious
and they don't
driver.
give
It's
you the
for the
money.
serious people that want to make
Correct.
money.
And I hear they
I,
pay
I hope
good.
it, I hope it's nothing like Roadie where they'll give you like $20 an hour.
No, no. They give you the contracts, and then it's an app also, and you accept them. If they're good, you accept them. And if they're not, then you don't. You know.
And so they don't ding
Um,
you for like not accepting stuff. They're kind of like Uber and Lyft. They're not going to ding you if you say I don't want that.
correct. No, but I hear they pay really good. And the way
So it's hard to turn
I'm
stuff
sorry, the
down.
way that people are making about, 1,500, in the minimum, just working, I guess you could say like a 40 hour a week or something like that. But
That's
the
good
way that
though.
I work,
Yeah.
I can milk it. I can
See,
milk that baby. Like,
and that's what it is, though. I tell people, man, when I tell people with a full time job, because I was an accountant and I work with human resources, you got to calculate everything based on a normal work route. It's 2,080 hours a year in a normal work year, 2,080 hours. So if you just divide everything by 2,080 or multiply everything by 2,080, you're going to get an annual salary. If you multiply $40 times 2,080, you're going to come up with 80,000. If you multiply $20 times 2,080, you're going to come up with like 40,000. So think about how much money you want to make a year, multiply it by 2080, and that's how much you need to make. Now, a lot of us, because we work, 55, 60 hours a week, because we can work 10 hours a day for like 6 days or whatever. So we're going to hit full-time numbers way before a normal 40-hour person. We're going to hit that stuff quick. So if you say, I like that
Yeah,
$3, there you go, Miss
Hey,
Deacon.
Miss Linda, thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so if you're making $30 an hour and you're doing deliveries and stuff, you're making $30 an hour in a normal 2,080-hour work year, you're really making $60,000. You're making 60 grand a year. But you got to also remember the average person who works a salary job, all they got to pay for is suits and gas to and from work. They don't have to spend as much on fuel as we do. So $60,000 a year for them is different than 60,000 for us. We're investors; they're just employees. So they're going to get taxed at like the employee rate. We're getting taxed at the business rate. So you got to really look at what you get at the end of the year is going to be very different from a normal routine job. Which is why I say, hey, make as much as you can because you got to cover taxes at some point and all your
so
fees.
and
So
or spend a lot of it in your business. Uh,
that's what
but
it. Because when you're an independent business person, like Eddie said, the closer you get to zero, the less you pay in taxes, net profit.
uh-huh. So people
That's
say,
what
how
it is.
much money do I save? I was like, zero. It's like,
Save
why? I
nothing,
was like,
spend it
because
all, reinvest it.
I spend it. I reinvest it. I spend it. Okay. Oh, well, you're
Yep.
supposed to save. I was like, save for what? Saving doesn't make me any money. I'll reinvest it somewhere and I'll allocate it somewhere else. It's going to make me money back, but I'm going to spend it. You know,
And
it's not going to
exactly
make me
what
any
you
money
said
having it
is
sitting
what
there
the
in my bank.
millionaires say. Yeah. Yep. And that's what millionaires say. The
So,
millionaires I used to work for in corporate, exactly what you just said. You just gave people free millionaire information. That's what they used to tell us. Spend everything I made. I need to come to zero. I'm not paying taxes this year. So we'll
either
start investing in
either
stereo
pay
companies, flying
$30 million in
airlines.
taxes or buy a $30 million yacht. Which one would you prefer?
We bought an Embraer Legacy for 25 million bucks. We bought one. And it's like, hey, if I'm making too much, buy me something. Let's turn
Huh?
it into a business.
Yeah,
It's
and you
like
spend it.
that's what you giving people millionaire
Spend it.
information and for free. And I don't even think they realize what you're saying. I realize what you're
No,
saying because I work for people who used to tell me the same thing you just said. And it's
and then
like
not
I
unless you're
think
like Mr. Beast that you got so much money that you don't know what you could buy.
reinvest it
Yeah.
into the business, buy better tires,
Uh-huh.
get out part of your
Um,
house to sustain it.
and that's what I did do. That's why I've been like this year. I've been very desperate with this CPA,
Somebody said the
making sure
rideshare
my
garage
CPA,
page
my
is not streaming.
Yeah, I'm aware of that.
no.
I, the Rideshare Garage page, I disabled it tonight because Eddie, remember the other? Well, you guys can see it back here, the No Grip Zone page.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
Oh, oh,
I
oh.
got to do some work to the Rideshare Garage page. I got to do a little finessing to that page. It'll be back next week, y'all. Go ahead, y'all.
Okay, cool, cool. Linda said, I want that live shirt. Hey,
Yeah,
Linda, you can actually
they
get
ain't
this
paying
live
attention
shirt.
on the right share garage. I'm sorry.
You can get this live shirt at jnbtees.com. Now, there's because I actually got these shirts on there. You can put your city on it and stuff like that. Because on the back, I got my city. Like, I got all my stuff on the back like this. So, what you can do is have your city and your name and all your stuff on it. But I actually have it on my shirt website. I've sold a few
All right.
here in Phoenix before, but
We're going to get that
See, Jeff
merchandise store
Jeff
up and
makes his
running
own.
by the end of the
Jeff
month.
makes a shirt. I want shirts like
hey.
that.
And see, that's the thing.
I mean,
And on my shoulder, this is like while I'm driving, this is what they look at the whole time I'm driving.
and you make those, right, Jeff?
Tips appreciated.
Yep. So that's right over my shoulder. So as I'm driving my car, they reading tips appreciated the whole car. So they can't get out not thinking it ain't about tips. I say right on my shoulder, hey, tips appreciated. That's what they got it in their head the whole trip. They were like, I better tip this guy. It's like, shoot.
So here's an interesting situation. Miss Linda said, now, if for y'all that don't know, she lives up by Daytona, right?
Yep,
And she
Okay.
said she got a trip to Miami for 102. Now, first of all, Miami from Daytona for $102. Whew, that's rough. But she had to turn it down because of too many passengers and luggage. So how do you guys go around the room? How do you guys handle that when you have too many with too many passengers for what they ordered for guys like me and Eddie and sometimes Brandon, right, with the SUV? They might order a Premier or a Lux and they got 5 people, right? Or they got 6 people in 6 big bags that they're trying to stuff into an XL. Go around the room. How do you guys handle that?
You know, it for me, it
Jeff?
all depends is where they're going. If I know
Oh,
that
go
where
ahead.
I'm taking them, I know I can get something, then I'll take it. Kind of like that Houston ride. I had was it Houston? Houston was 3 hours away. The ride was $160. Theoretically, this is a Vinny trick. He wouldn't take it because you have to go there, but you also have to come back. But Houston is popping. So I ended up making a little bit over $200 just staying over there. All right. And then I came back and I finished the day and I think
Smart.
I made like 350 or something like that, somewhere around there. And it actually worked out. Um, that's the only way I would do it. Besides that, I decline.
Yeah. And see, me and I got a smaller car, so this is a good question for people out there with a small car like me. In my trunk, I can fit 2 large suitcases, but that's it. There's no, I mean, a duffel bag probably won't even fit. My trunk will shut right on top of it. So if you got a small car and these people got a lot of luggage, have to turn down a lot of people. Once I let somebody put luggage in my back seat, I was hoping that they was gonna sit it sideways, and they kind of stood it straight up, and it left an impression in my leather seat that I'm still working on to this day. So it's not smart to have people put luggage in your back seat on the wheels, have them turn it sideways or something like that. But yeah, once you start getting to the point where you're getting into the small cars, that's why I tell people get a Prius, get something with a lot of, if you're gonna do airports, get something with a ton of space in back because you're gonna get that call from a party of 3 with a whole lot of luggage, and you show up in a BMW like, damn, I gotta turn down this good money because you can't fit all the luggage in there. It's like sucks. That sucks for me. That's the downside of a 330i.
I've had people that a couple weeks ago I had an airport pickup, 6 people. It was an XL ride. It was going to South Beach. 6 people, but they had 6 large suitcases, right?
Not happening.
Nope.
So when I pull up,
Immediately turn
I'm
them
like,
down.
I mean, I was just honest. I said, listen, I can take 4 and all the luggage. You can get an X car to take the other 2 people down if you want, or you can order an Uber Premier SUV, which I didn't say this, but in the back of my mind is you're going to get taxed for it. But I tried to explain to the woman, it's 6 people. It's not 6 people and a house.
Yeah, exactly.
You didn't need an
Exactly.
XL. You needed a U-Haul.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I'm
For
saying?
that, she's an XL and a
You know what I'm
house. 6
saying?
people and the house.
Jesus Christ.
What's up, Nick,
So
bro? Yeah, but see, that's the thing, man. Steven,
Either
he's got a
that,
Tesla.
either that, or they're being spoiled by all these drivers that are lowering their platforms and doing
right,
XL rides and a Yukon XL. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
well, the last guy was able to fit everything.
Yep.
Yeah,
and
Yep.
yeah.
there's people that will literally take rides on lower platforms, expecting the larger vehicles, and they'll keep canceling the ride and trying to get another one until they get the larger vehicle that's on the lower platform.
Yep.
Yep.
Yep. They do that a
Yep.
lot. They'll cancel within
And
that first 2 minutes and don't have to pay for it.
so, making it to that point that you made, Jeff, I've had people where it was like a mother and 2 kids, and then 3 large suitcases and like a duffel bag or something like that, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, 2 large cases, a stroller, and some other bag.
That stroller will
You
get you
know,
every time.
but
Yep.
100%. And this was a Uber. This was a Lux Black. She didn't get Lux Black XL. She got Lux Black, and she's like, "Oh, is this stuff gonna fit?" I'm like, "I'll have to see." But the like you, I had to. I was playing. What was it? I was playing Tetris, but so I got it all in and I got them to the airport. But one of the big things is those tires on your leather is no joke. In mine, I feel
Oh
like
yeah,
this material in here, this
it's
material is
stretchy.
much softer. Yeah, it's much
Yeah,
softer than leather. And not only will you get indents, but you'll get scratches with the color getting stuck
And they don't
into your
come off.
seats.
yep, yep.
And so
And I'll tell
far,
you,
I'm
my
very fortunate. Wiping these down is actually pretty easy. I mean, you need some elbow grease, but
yeah.
you can
Well,
pretty much get anything off.
I'm working my impression out, so it's slowly coming out.
But
It's not worse as when they got out. When they got out, it was like really a good
yeah,
indentation, but now it's starting to smooth out. I can still see like a little wavy to it, but
right.
I just got to keep conditioning over and over again. I'm thinking about getting rear
So
seat covers. It's like,
right, and I plan on getting full seat covers for the entire car. But in the back, I don't know if a passenger put a puncture in my leather or if it was always there to begin with. But I have a hole in my leather,
shit.
so
And you better
yeah, so,
go to
so
an
it's
upholstery
just
shop, get it taken
yeah,
care of now
yeah,
before it gets
yeah,
worse.
yeah, yeah.
It's
But
expensive,
I've
man.
it's
had
like it's so easy for them to get in, and they're in and out of your car. The other thing we talked about the other night, people sliding across your
Sliding.
seats.
That
Yeah,
I
so
tell them
I
use
get
all four
people.
doors. I'm like, use all four doors, please.
Yeah,
Don't
When
just
but
they
I,
slide
when they
I get
across.
open
Use
people.
when they
all four
open the
doors.
handle with the keys in the hand.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
or
Oh,
they
Oh, you
got a
cringe.
or they got a bag on and they open the door and they get in and it swipes across. You just hear it. Like,
No,
what are you
you
doing?
you pick.
I literally I don't open the back trunk specifically until I get back there because I don't want them trying to put the bag in the back themselves. They're
You
like,
pick
Yeah.
up
"Oh, it's heavy."
you pick
I'm
up a
like, "That's
blind
fine."
person yet?
I'd
Yep.
No,
Yep.
I haven't. But
listen,
I've
You
had
haven't?
people
Oh,
I have not. But I've had people like one guy, he took his bag, lifted it up and dropped it on the tailgate. I'm like, I
No.
purposely lift it and place it inside the bag. I don't need you scratching up my pants because, of course, you don't care because it's not your car, But
Exactly.
it's just
Like,
insane.
this is a damn
But
Uber car. Oh my god, this car is expensive.
yeah, I'm like, how many people? How many times have you? The same people? I've never been in a Tesla before. It's like, so then why are you gonna
Yeah,
destroy
there's a
it?
reason why. Exactly.
I
Because
don't know if I don't know if Eddie's got this feature engaged on his caddy, but when I get out the truck, the only door that unlocks is my driver's door.
I
So
like that.
when people go
yep,
to the
yep.
back and they're trying to open the tailgate up, try to lift the gate.
Mhm.
No, it ain't open.
No.
See?
Yeah.
And then
Yep.
when I see him standing there with the bag, I'm like, I'll take that from you, no
Yep.
problem. We'll
Yep.
slide it in. Listen, my truck is over 2 years old. And Eddie, you know that aluminum sill plate on the back of the
Yeah.
truck, right?
uh huh.
It is still in the plastic. I've never even peeled the
He
plastic off
never
of it.
I
touched it. He
I
These
never
removed
touched
people,
it.
mine.
hey, bro, these people ain't tearing my shit up. It
I,
ain't
I,
gonna
Yeah.
I, I
happen.
bought a cheap plastic liner to cover the back
See, and
See,
of my
that's a good
get
Porsche.
idea
that, man.
too.
I need to do something like that. Vinyl. Just put vinyl wrap on it or something like that.
Like,
See,
Yeah.
that's why
if
I
you
got
guys,
that. I met this guy Nate that does the rap. I gotta get together with this guy.
Yeah, get them. Because I want to wrap across the
Yeah.
back of mine says, "Please wait for me." That's it.
Yeah.
So when they
Yeah.
lift it, it'll say, "Please wait for me." Like, what does this mean? It means, "Please wait for me, motherfucker." Can you read?
Ri-
Don't scratch my
let's
car.
see.
Richie. Hey, Richie, you gotta, Richie. You guys know Richie hustles, right? He does the man. He goes to all these stores and he buys all these products and stuff and he sells them
See, that's why
online
he
on
got
He's
that
down
that
here.
big
Amazon.
ass truck. Yeah.
That's a good
You
I
gotta
hustle.
have
see, right?
I haven't cut
Rich,
into him yet. He's down here in the
and
area. I want to meet him.
he's been reaching out to me. It's like, hey, let's interchange, like let's network. Um,
Hmm.
but he's getting into rideshare life,
Okay.
and he got a
Let's do it.
Durango. He got a Durango. So
He's loving
okay,
the
he's doing the
XL life.
XL.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I
You're
love
a
it,
little
Cause
man.
he
blurry,
was,
Eddie. Oh, there you go.
cause
So
yeah,
Richie
I don't know
Hustle,
what the
I
hell
gotta
is
meet
going on
him.
with my camera, man.
Well, dude,
Can I want to
Eddie,
kick it because
let's
it
get
is made
Richie.
in like in Chihuahua, you know.
Um, you're
It's
right,
Chingwing
Linda. You're right.
Yao.
Some of them just
Get it
don't
right.
care. These
I
passengers
keep
do not
changing
care.
it's a Canon. It's a Canon the ADD, and I don't know how to
Oh,
mess
you know
around
what
with
you
the
can do?
settings.
Set the focus to manual. That's what I do on my camera, and then
Yeah,
sit back and make sure
that's what I've been looking for the whole time. I just don't know where it is.
it should be on the lens.
Don't worry,
Yeah,
it's
that's what I'm.
Vinny's fault. I know it's coming. It's
Suburban
getting
Premier.
It is your freaking your fucker. You shouldn't
No,
be
you
teaching me this
don't,
stuff.
Archie. You do not have a 23
no.
Suburban Premier. You don't have one.
No.
I need
That,
to see that. I need,
yeah,
man, I was
that was
looking at a 20, dude, I was looking at like 22s.
Jeff.
I was
Jeff,
like,
no receipts. No
man, I
receipts,
want
and
to
it doesn't
see that.
exist.
I want to see it. I want to sit in it. I want you to
Yeah.
bust a block in it. I want to see the keys. That's a sick ass car right there.
They're
Dude,
nice. I see them at
yeah,
LAX.
yeah.
I
I
can't
know it,
even.
man.
I had a
That's sick.
customer. Yeah, I had a customer talk about how nice the new Suburbans are. No
Dude,
joke.
that shit,
Yeah.
man. Instead of buying a house, just buy a Suburban. You can live in that
Right.
shit, and
Yeah,
it's
you can live
nice.
in that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Talk
nice.
about
I
car
wouldn't
life in
mind
that
living in it.
thing.
Yeah, yeah. Man, you can go anywhere in that. That thing is nice. I saw one online. I was
What?
like, you gotta be kidding. Suburbans, there. I look at Suburban as work trucks. That is
Yeah.
a like a very luxury vehicle. I'm like,
If I
holy
if, if
shit.
if I bought a Suburban, it would get stuck in my garage. It wouldn't be able to leave.
Yeah, it's too big, man. Them things are like goddamn 85 inches tall or some crazy shit like that,
No, I'm talking
man.
about how long it is. I just wouldn't
Damn.
be able to
Oh
carry
yeah.
it.
What
Yeah.
the 20 it bought the
It's a goddamn vintage
2023?
school bus.
Maybe
85 damn.
maybe if they make a
Woo.
Suburban with the wheels that turn in the rear, maybe
Yeah,
that one.
they got the
Did
BMWs
Archie
like that.
did
Oh, there it
Archie
is.
buy this? Oh man, yeah,
There it
I've been
is.
seeing those.
Yeah.
Now, did Archie buy it like brand new just for this, or is this just something that he got and he just uses it for this and actually,
Oh,
85,000? Oh, come
yeah,
on.
Of
85 grand for
course.
that.
Uh-oh.
yeah. So in other words, a little bit over 100.
Dude, yep. After taxes and everything else, you
Uh
paying
huh.
over a grand for that. 100.
That is
Sir.
one
Oh,
pretty
as we said, there were
ass
22 people waiting on the ride
truck.
Is
share
that
garage page. Oh,
is
yeah,
that
they
an
probably done got
extended rear
canceled.
end?
I think that's an extended rear because that's long. Look at that
Yeah.
fucking car, man. Oh,
Well, the
That's
Suburban
nice,
is the
Archie.
longer version of the
Hey, it
Yukon.
looks just like the Caddy.
yeah, I'll tell everybody, GMs, they're all the same. Suburban, Tahoes, and Escalades are all the same cars. That's it. They're all the same. They just got different
All
emblems
right,
on them.
SB. I'm gonna go try to add it in now. Hold on.
20,000 miles in 4 months. I believe it.
Ah, go, Vinny, get him.
Man, that's what's up, Archie. That's what's up.
Yeah. This
Hats
is
off to
really
you,
nice.
brother. Hey, props to you on that. That is a
Yeah,
nice car,
congratulations.
man. That is nice.
But
Wow.
Richie, did you buy it just to do Excel on it, or?
Wait,
Man, them things. I
he
got a
That's
dude
his
he
out
yearly
here.
he
write-off.
he bought a
Eddie,
brand new
that's his yearly
Suburban just to
write-off.
do regular XL? What the
Dude, there's a guy in
fuck?
Phoenix with a black one. He makes almost a grand a
Wait,
day. Seriously. I picked him up to take his girl out in my BMW. When I pulled up, he said, hey, I do private rides and I do rideshare. I make about a grand a day.
Nice.
And I was like, damn. But his was like that. It was nice, man.
hold
Nice.
on,
And he was like,
I'm
so he
looking
was
at
taking
that.
his girl out to a comedy show. But I was like, so I gave him my card. I said, well, if you got any private rides that want a smaller car, hit me up. But he was like,
Yeah.
definitely, man. I get double booked all the time. But
Uh,
that he
With
had one of
Oh my
those.
the
God,
seats folded out, it's the same size as
20,269
a
miles.
studio apartment.
Exactly. Exactly. Dude, that's a crazy truck. But dude said he makes like a grand a day driving that big truck, man. I believe it.
Yeah,
Because it's
correct.
like,
That's what I'm
it's
I
saying.
nice.
believe.
It's nice. And I'm like, ooh,
Well, I mean,
yeah,
we
the
don't. We
Yukon
got.
XLs,
We,
yeah.
I got a 20-minute ride. I'll jump.
All right, bet.
all right,
All right,
boss.
Steven, man.
Be
Good
safe.
luck, brother. Be safe out
All
there.
right. Thank
Hey, see
Appreciate it.
now this. It's got the real sunroof too. Look at this. It's got the real sunroof like the XT6.
Ooh,
I like
that
that.
goes all the way. And that's in the back of the front.
No, that's over the that. This is
Yeah, yeah.
the open spot is over the driver. Then the
Okay.
next class is over the middle row.
Okay. Okay.
So that's a lot of
Yeah,
light. Hey
today
man,
I
I'm
found
happy for
out
you.
how far back the XTC goes back.
Oh yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Escalade and
It
Suburban.
goes
The only thing
back.
different to me is the lights. The front lights look different. The grill looks different. But the interior and the whole trucks are the same. Because I've rode in people's cars before. Because I got an Escalade. I'll ride in their Tahoe or something. It's like the exact same. Like the gauges are the same. Everything's the same. It's like the outside looks different. That's about it.
Archie
But
says he's got
175,000.
Damn, but
about
86, man,
20,000 miles
that's
on it already in
what?
4 months.
But if you already got a client base
Yeah,
or you're working on one and you're making a
yeah.
grand a day,
Before,
I mean, you work 20 days a month. I mean, you're making 20 grand a month right there. If you only work 20 days a month, that's it. You're making about 20 G's a month. Which even if you made half of that, 10 G's a month, you're still doing pretty well. But it's like, man, that's a really nice truck though. Like, and you don't
Yeah,
have to drive that many
I don't know
miles.
the difference because Escalade, Suburban, I don't know.
Ah, Nathan, he's the guy to talk to you about
Now,
wrapping
but then
cars,
again,
man. Nathan's
if
in.
he's making the money,
Hey, Nathan's in the chat. He's the one he talked about wrapping the cars. Nathaniel.
Hey,
Yeah,
oh
remember
wait,
when I
hold on,
had
Nate's
my
in
my
here.
Audi Q7 and I had it wrapped in matte black?
yeah, exactly. That
Yeah,
matte
that's what I
black is
want to
nice.
do to
I just saw a
mine.
Mercedes with the same wrap. I saw that matte black Mercedes. I was like, damn, that should like Brandon's QX.
Well,
Mm.
if Brandon will split his Lux Black earnings in Chicago with me, then while I'm en route to go see Jeff for the Super Bowl, I'll stop in Austin and see Nathaniel and get wrapped up.
See, I think that's a plan right there. Then he'll get
You're
he can get the Tesla download so he can get his
Yes,
tires
matte
that
black.
automatically inflate.
there's no such thing as Lux Black until April, sir. I can't help you.
Oh, no, that's funny. That's funny.
God damn it.
So Eddie, yours is black, right? Your XT6 is black.
Yeah, correct. What
Okay,
happens
all right.
here
Because
is
one guy
I got
told
all
I
this
was driving him
construction.
last night.
Uh
There was
huh.
a guy from Charlotte, North Carolina. I was driving him last night. He said he orders black, like Uber black, and he'll get like a gray Nissan. I was like, what? He says, yeah. He says, I don't believe they don't let you do Uber black. I was like, because my car is not black. He says, well, I order Uber black all the time. I get like gray Nissans.
Yep,
I
yep, yep,
Oh,
yep.
was like,
We,
what?
we got a friend down here, same truck as me and Eddie, right? The Cadillac XT6 in silver. And not gray, silver.
Like silver.
And it is a Lyft Lux Black XL.
That's crazy.
He had to have
Man,
chosen the wrong color.
Charmander's
It
in the head.
was silver the way he bought it from the factory.
No, I mean he listed the wrong color on the app.
No. It doesn't matter what he says if they go by the registration.
yeah, they
No,
go
they
by the
don't.
VIN
Yeah,
Lyft
the
number.
does not go by the
registration.
registration.
The VIN number and registration, bro. I've never
Vin,
listened
Vinny,
listen. I did not. Yes, sir.
remember the Instagram shot I showed you?
Yeah,
What was it?
Okay, so let's.
but when
No,
I
it's Lyft.
listen, when I
I can
registered,
promise you, Lyft doesn't do that.
well, I can
Wait,
promise you
what
this:
I
Instagram
think
shot?
when I
Yeah, is that
registered
like a
my Cadillac
secret Instagram
XT6,
shot?
yeah, something like that, something like that.
he said the super secret.
When I registered my truck with Lyft
No.
and Uber, they never asked me what color it was, and they automatically put me onto the black and yeah. So anyway, I don't know, man.
Yeah, they just asked me
So
for my registration. I guess it said it on my registration. Probably, I don't know, because
yeah,
when you get your registration, it says the color and everything on your registration, so they
I,
know
I'm gonna I'm
from
gonna I'm
the.
gonna I'm gonna do something, and then I'm gonna show a picture of it, and then I want you to share it, Vinny. I'm gonna show you something silly.
Okay.
okay. Well, Ron says they
Okay.
don't go by the registration. Well, I'm just saying, Ron, when I registered both my CTS Kitty and when I registered Bumblebee, the XT6, I never submitted what color the truck was or the car was.
So
And
they
they
just
do
go
it.
by our word, because I'm gonna say my car is black. Then I'm gonna pull up in an
But
orange car and be
but
like, I
but,
ordered a black. Like, hey,
but with what Brandon's talking about, right? And I guess he's going to
King
share it.
James in the house.
I'll put it up here.
This is just silly, Vinny. I'm gonna show you proof.
Charmander, I believe you. I'm telling you,
Share
same
this.
thing.
Share this.
I'll share it, but where you
Let's
got to
see
give
it.
it, you got to send it. Where's
It's
it
on
going?
Discord.
Oh, jeez. Hey, and that's another thing, bro. Okay, hold on. I got too many damn windows
Let's
open.
see.
You talk about
Yeah,
You
mission.
look at it. Yeah.
Jay was asking about
Oh,
the whole Power app, man.
Okay,
I
so
don't.
let
I
me say
just.
this.
I Let me see. On my power, I actually started with power again today. I was gonna go out and drive, but I decided I'm gonna take today off and just go tomorrow. But I redid everything, reset all my parameters up. So I'm gonna see how it works right now because Uber is sending me a bunch of crap, and I mean it's like I was sitting in a party area last night, and they were sending me $3, $4, $3. So I just went over to Lux. Lux was sending me the exact same area, same people. It was like $11, $9. So I just did
Look
Lyft.
at this.
I did Lux all night.
I just uploaded a BMW 5 Series, and I said it had
Yeah.
7 seats. And look, I can
What
do Lux
happened?
Black XL and a BMW 5 Series.
What? Yeah, and somebody with 7 people, you gonna show up and they gonna be mad as hell. We got
Yeah.
7.
Well, without revealing too much details, the way to get around that, if you're in a certain vehicle, like I currently am,
Dark gray is the
is
new black.
no. I'm talking about the seats. You just message
Yeah,
the passenger and be like, how many people are with you? How many people do you have all together? If they say 4 or less, just okay, got it. If they say 5 or more, cancel.
be like Vinny, show up with 6 and they got 6 bags. Be
Oof.
like,
Bro, they
Because
was
whoa.
like
on their own. They was on
because
their
like
own. I gave them options.
Up,
I gave them
James.
options.
most of the
Yeah,
time,
yeah,
people that order XL, they just want extra space for luggage.
yep.
All right, so
James,
Brandon,
how's it doing up there? Hey Jay, I'm with you. I worked last night for the first time.
this question is for you. How is the power of para in
Yeah.
January? I'm gonna get up to everybody's questions. I'm gonna get there. Have a little patience with me today.
Well, without revealing too much detail about what I'm doing,
Damn it! Talk about Fight Club.
I am. I'm still pulling over $200 a day, but I'm having a. So like today, I'll talk about my today's statistics. It's just getting worse and worse. Today I drove 162 miles total from start to finish, and I made $220.
That's good. That's good.
But that's 160 miles. For me, in my area, that's bad.
That's bad.
Well,
That's bad.
if somebody sent me 160 miles away for $200, I'd probably be upset too.
So
It's not-
I'm doing what I have to do to survive in January.
Right.
Uh,
Now
Well,
I'm
remember,
also doing
get
other things on top of that, but I can't talk about it.
Well,
yeah.
but
Do
are you
do other
using?
gigs too.
But is para helping you do?
Yes,
So that's what he's
hundred
asking. He wants to
percent.
know how's para
So
working because
I'm
you would think the app needs to shine when you're at your worst, not
well.
necessarily when
I'm
you're at
not.
your best.
I'm not setting my settings like I normally would, like I was back in like November and December, to where I wouldn't accept anything less than $10 minimum, $4 a mile, and $70 an hour. Now, I have it set to $10 minimum, $1 a mile with, unless it's in the evening, I'll have it set to as low as $40 an hour. But
Okay.
I'm
Okay.
also, I'm also now just really taking advantage of as many reservation rides as I can get.
Amen.
So
yeah,
in the
smart,
morning,
smart.
that's what I do, and I'll make about half my money in the morning just from reservations. I'm having to drive a
New
shitload of
Jay's back.
miles because I'm driving from downtown to O'Hare, then I'm driving back empty, and then I'm driving back down to O'Hare, driving back empty. So I'm driving double the miles for the same pay, but I'm doing what I
Jay
got to
said
do
I
to
should
make
be
money.
in. Jay wants to be in Fight Club because he bought Eddie's book yesterday. So I think it's time to pull in Jay. He's ready to be in Fight Club. He bought the ebook.
All right. Let me
Yeah,
let
you
me
gotta
let
get
me get
the
through
ebook
these things.
in, and you just gotta go and hustle it. I'm telling you, it's still there. It is still there because for the past since last week,
Deacon, that was
I've been
with
doing the
both.
strategies on the in the XT6. I've been doing my strategies, and they've been working pretty good. I'm not kidding.
All
Oh
right.
yeah, it's been
So
really slow to start the year.
Amanda, yeah, everybody's kind of feeling that right
Correct.
now.
It is
I
slow.
mean,
It's January.
last week I was busy
Yeah.
as hell after
So
the holiday, but I got
let me
sick. But
let me
this week
put
has
things
been
into
not good.
perspective for when it's busy. Like when I go to the Super Bowl and visit Jay over there. Um, I'm not working for less than $120 an hour, no
Is that
less,
It's
driving?
like
Is that
minimum.
driving?
that's how it's gonna be though. That's how it's
Yeah,
gonna be out here. You got to set your rates high because everybody's gonna be. It's gonna be a driver shortage. There's gonna be a lot of people and not a lot of drivers. So
and
you
and
don't
and
have your choice.
and para is paramount in doing that because it's going to calculate the minutes for you. So you might be like, oh well, this is a $50 surge, but you're going to be stuck at 2 hours of traffic because Super Bowl is going to be crazy. But there
Right.
might just be
Yep.
one route going one way that's faster than all the other routes. And once it finds a ride using that route, you're like, oh, take this ride because you're gonna meet your requirement because this route has the least amount of traffic.
And I'm gonna tell
By
you
the
something
way,
about Phoenix before you guys come out here because I know everybody's thinking about going to the stadium and stuff like that. Phoenix is a bar town. They're the most fun and the best rides you're gonna get at the small bars and little places like Chandler and Gilbert and Queen Creek. This is a big bar town. Everybody loves their favorite bars. Everybody knows everybody at the bars. You're gonna have more traffic away from the Super Bowl than what you have at the Super Bowl because everybody's going to get to their favorite spots. And that's how I run mine all the time. I just stay in like all the bar areas and I'm just like always taking people to and from home. Like all night I could just do bar runs. It's like that's how it's gonna be out here,
oh
man.
yeah, that's right. Hey, hey, I got a question about power, Brandon.
What's
Um,
up?
I'll turn it on. I get VHO runs on here.
Yep. Super Bowl.
VHO. What the hell's VHO?
Yeah. So
Bro,
VHO
we've
is a
been talking about
delivery.
Vigo.
Yeah.
Yep.
So VHO is like a delivery. It's like a food delivery, but like large food delivery. And I get them $30 to go like 2 miles down the road.
Is VHO its own app?
Yeah.
Yes. Here, I'll
But
put it
it's
up.
I
not
don't.
registered on the Para. But when I select it, on Para, when it pops up and I go to select it, it asks me to sign in. But I'm already signed in, so it looks like VHO already got like a whole bunch of people working for them. So they're not taking any more drivers right now, which that's what
Yeah.
Uber and Lyft should do.
Hey
Um,
Jasper, I don't know what you're doing for Super Bowl, Jasper, but hey, my strategy is to stay away from Glendale. I'm staying in Chandler, Queen Creek, Gilbert. That's gonna be my strategy because I got a funny feeling a lot of those people are gonna be going to Super Bowl parties from the bar to houses and houses to houses, and I think it's gonna be crazy like that. A lot of just quick runs, and people gonna be sitting. Yeah, waste management, same thing. Waste management is easy because that's the big golf tournament out here. But waste management, I just hurry up and I get to like all the strip club areas because everybody's leaving strip clubs going to go play golf. They're gonna go play rounds of golf. You go to all the casinos, wherever there's a golf course, go to where the golf courses are. People are leaving golf courses, headed to strip clubs, headed to the bar. It's crazy. Waste management is intense. It's nuts. Like you don't want to go near the event because you're gonna be caught up in traffic. Get away
Oh
from the
no.
event and go to where people are doing all the movement. And that way you can move through traffic a whole lot faster, getting a lot because people are giving you $20, $10, $20, $10, just cash. Last year, man, I had so much cash in my house. I was like, what the fuck? I went home and put that shit up. I'm like, I'm not getting robbed out here.
So how's that golf cart, Jay?
Say,
How's that golf cart going?
oh man, I don't have a license plate for it. I looked into that. You need a license plate for the streets of Phoenix. You need a license plate. You can't do it. I'm working on my Jeep right now to get that thing license plated because my evap, because it's got some gas leak somewhere in there, like an evap leak. I think they're putting something in the gas. I ain't never had an evap leak. And I'm like, what the hell? The check engine light came on. I'm like, they're putting something in this damn gasoline because my Jeep don't have a evap leak or whatever.
Richie
So
Hustles.
I'm working on getting that.
Richie Hustles. Is Para a good app to have? It depends on I believe.
It depends on
I
where you
kinda
live, or where
It
you
depends
drive.
on the area you're driving in. Not necessarily the market, but the density of the area that you're in. So if we're down in Brickell, Para is probably a beast. If we're down on South Beach or in Wynwood, Para is a beast. But if you're in Weston, Para is going to throw you under the bus. I know that.
Yeah.
I've tried that. So it just depends on the density of the area you're in. We know in Wynwood and we know in Brickell on a Friday, Saturday night, it's going to be slam packed. So Para probably do really, really good there. Para would probably do really good too outside of like the football games, the basketball games,
Mhm.
the hockey games.
Mhm.
Well, baseball, not down here because nobody goes to baseball. But you understand what I'm saying? So all across the country, for Chicago, and I am convinced of this, Para works for Brandon.
Richie say,
So
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah. So I agree, and Para works for me because the majority of my rides are going to be, 8 miles or less. So
yep, all that
and
economic.
because I live in the center of the city, like I get a lot of ride requests. So if you're like Vinny and you get like one ride every 5 minutes, it's not going to work for you.
Yeah. I don't
all
know.
right.
It looks like a lot of us are having our evap system failures. 'Cause like I said, I've had this Jeep and I've built this Jeep 3 years. I've been running this thing. 254,000 miles. The damn check engine light just came on for an evap, and it doesn't have that problem. I'm like, they're putting something in its gas because my Jeep don't have check engine lights on it, and that's the only issue I got right now is that damn evap PO 456 or 457. And I'm like, what the hell? They must have put something in the gas because this is all my parts work, everything works. So it's got to be the fuel. Something in that gas is doing that. So I don't know. I'm gonna probably clean it out. I'm gonna buy a new evap canister and stuff. They're putting something in this gas, man, because I can't even register. My Jeep registration is up on the 16th. After the 16th, I can't use it for rideshare no more because I got to register this damn thing. And I'm like, what the hell, man? So
Jay,
yeah, a lot of us are gonna be stuck with evap issues. I got a funny feeling.
to answer your question, Jay, yes, I am only averaging between 200 and 300 a day in Chicago, but that's me like driving 2 or 3 times as much as what I normally would drive. And because of that, I'm also being forced to rent a Tesla because I don't want to put 200 miles a day on my Porsche, only driving for $1 a mile. So
Mhm.
It's not your Porsche, it's the bank's Porsche.
once like March or April comes around, I'm gonna be swapping vehicles. I'm getting rid of that Porsche. I realize now the importance of having access to every ride type is more important than anything. Because
Did
right
you rent
now,
that?
like
You're not gonna rent that out?
Yep.
just getting access to XL, is just even to make like an extra $50 a day just because I have an XL vehicle, like that would be, that means everything.
Yeah.
So for me, having a vehicle that qualifies for every single ride type, including black and black XL, like that's what I'm going to be going after in March or April, whether that's a Tesla Model Y with the third row, or whether I find a good deal on an Escalade. I don't know. It's the sky's the limit. But it's going to be 7 seats guaranteed.
All
Yeah.
right.
I've delivered food for
Miss
Lyft,
Linda,
Linda. I've done it
yeah, the
about
question
5
is,
times actually.
have you ever delivered food for Lyft? I have not. I have not.
I have. They'll send you to 2 o'clock in the morning, like these little cookie crumble places. I've been to taco stands and picked food up, and actually
Here
fared
it
pretty well.
sucks.
Actually, I did a short on it. I did a short on it actually, and I mean it pays pretty damn well. It was like $9 for like 2 miles. I was like, oh hell yeah, let's go. And
Yeah,
it
it was.
surprised me because it said delivery and it popped up, and I was like, what? Lyft does delivery? So now I've had about 5 of them since then,
It's.
and
Yeah,
you don't
I
have to
had to call
select
them off
anything to
the
get them.
jump.
They
They
just send them
stopped
to
giving
you.
me deliveries. It was really bad. It
What's
was
that,
Yeah.
Eddie?
bad here in Austin.
Melvin said they're running higher ethanol on gas. So what does that mean?
Yeah.
If they're running higher ethanol, do we have to start getting like really the top gas or something? Because in the Jeep I run 87. So do I gotta move up a level? What do I have to do? Because I'm about to
Et-
start replacing parts.
Ethanol brings your octane level down. Ethanol
Oh,
brings your octane level down.
So like
so if
I
they're
thought
so
ethanol
that
was.
means
if you get
I
flex
thought ethanol
fuel
was the
and you
opposite.
run E85, you're going to get less miles per gallon. You're going to spend less money on gas, but you're getting less miles per gallon.
Exactly.
so I need to
Exactly.
start
Right.
running my Jeep on
Burn
like
30.
premium or something because I'm
Well,
not
ethanol
my
gets
check
you
engine light
30.
won't go off. Yeah, because I'm like all my
Let's get a
good. Ain't nothing
generator.
wrong with the part. I'm like, there's gotta be something with this gas, man, because it's the check engine light popped on like right after I did a full tank, and I'm like, what this don't happen. I'm like, my Jeep don't have check lights, but now he's saying something about the ethanol, and I'm like, I might have to run a tank of premium in it to see if that light will stay off, and I can hurry up run and register it at least. But
When it
it's
comes
like,
to that
man,
stuff, man, I experimented a lot. I've experimented a lot with that stuff, and the
yeah. Have
most
you had check
success
engine
I have
lights and
ever
stuff yet on
had.
Expand
yours?
on
Ed?
it. Expand on it. Talk about it. Talk about it.
The
Come on.
one.
Talk
I
about
just
it.
bought a new gas cap.
Oh,
I just
okay.
bought one.
So all right.
It's the first
So
thing I did.
I tried the hydrogen generator on my cars. It was good. Don't get me wrong, it was good. But having to always go in there and you have to fill it up, um, fill the tank up with distilled water, it just became inconvenient. And I was trying to find something else. And then at the end, there was something called a backfire with a hydrogen generator. So yeah, you don't want to backfire because hydrogen
Yeah,
doesn't burn; it explodes. It never burns.
exactly.
On
That's
my
how
first
Nicole's did.
experiment with a hydrogen generator, I built it myself, and I burned one of my eyebrows because I was like,
That's
"Ah, look,
that's
bubbles."
Passy. That's a
See,
bad idea,
Yeah,
exactly,
Passy.
exactly.
yeah. I was like, "Hey, look, bubbles." This is back when I was a kid, and I was just lying on me, but it was like right there, and it went pop, but it popped like right on my eyebrow, and
So
it
that's
burned
how
it.
you get your hair to stay the way it does.
Yeah,
It's
Exactly.
permanent.
that's
It's
spooky.
permanent.
It's
Whew, right
hydrogenized.
there.
It's nitrogen flex.
And then I started doing the diesel. Once I found out that a lot of these fuel conditioners are like
Yeah,
the same ingredients as diesel. They just basically use, I guess, different types of chemicals on it, but same thing. And
yeah.
I experimented with
Gotta
it, and now I used 2 cycle, but I got so much better results with just doing using diesel on my tank. And I'm not talking about filling half the tank. I'm talking about just putting like about like a quarter puff full tank, you know.
yeah.
Um, and
So
that's what it was.
I want to.
And the result, it's just the results. And it was a brand new car. It was I mean, I forget what it was. It was a Dodge. It was a Dodge Avenger, a brand new. And I did it all the time. And man, I got an additional 80 miles per tank on it, but it was a 4 cylinder.
Dang.
So
Right. Well,
yeah,
listen.
so
The best way to keep your mileage up is to make sure the car is tuned up, your fluids are topped off, your air pressure is right, and you know what? You don't have to hit the damn pedal so hard every time the light turns green. You know,
for
I,
bike.
I always suggest to everybody. I always suggest. Yeah, Brandon. I know you're laughing with a
No,
damn
no, I laugh
twin
it because
turbo.
I always see a Prius just like slamming on the gas pedal as soon as the light
Because
turns
it's
green. I'm like,
street racks. It's
And they don't
street
go
racks.
anywhere.
They
They
want
go,
to break
it's
destroy
so
the
"Woo!"
damn
cute.
car.
It's trying so hard to go fast, and I'm just barely
It's so
pushing my
cute. Oh
pedal on
my
the
god.
gas.
All right, listen.
Yeah.
I want to get to Tassie. Hey, Tassie, what's going on? Remember you from last week? We inviting
Yes,
you on the show
sir.
when you're ready. His question is thoughts on a GMC Yukon. I found one for sale for about 15,000 with
What?
175,000 miles, 2016 GMC. First off, I'm going to tell you, don't do it because
Not a
2016
16.
in 2016 in another month is not going to be doing you any
Don't do
good.
a 16. Yep.
You're not going to get the
I was too
Premier
old. That's right.
SUV. You're not going to get the Lux Black XL,
You also got
right?
to run into the
Oh,
problems after 10 to 20,000 miles.
well, what I'm saying is that just the year alone is a no go for me. You want something if you're gonna buy a vehicle to run on the upper platforms, if you're gonna do this,
I got
then
videos on that.
at least like a Yukon, right? That's going to chomp you 14 miles to the gallon, 15 miles to the gallon. You want something that's at least a 19 or a 20 so you can get 3 or 4 years out of it before you get cycled out of the car list. And I know I'm reading ahead here. Somebody just asked, no, we do not have the new car list yet. I know that's a joke.
Yep.
I know you did that as a joke because I said last week, don't ask me about it. And I thank you. I thank you.
Believe
Exactly,
me,
exactly.
when they make that new list on Lyft, I will be updating all of the vehicles that qualify for Black and Black XL. I will make a video
Yeah.
for it. I promise you.
See,
So yeah,
see.
that's our
And Penny,
opinion on
hey
that,
Penny,
Tess.
I'm out here in Phoenix, and yeah, the surge is not popping in Phoenix right now. I think I had one $10 surge in the past, like, because I drove New Year's Eve and I drove again yesterday. Yesterday was the first day back. Had one $10 surge the whole time. There's nothing out there. I mean, I ended up calling it good at about 11:30 at night. I started about 6, called
I'll
it
be
good at
back.
about 11:30 because I was like, yeah, I'm like, there's nothing out here. Usually, and it was, ASU had all those parties going at social, at Modern Social, and all them things. There was nothing going on. I was like, yeah, I'm done. I'm out of here. And I saw a
Well,
million airplanes landing last night. I was like, man, we getting a whole lot of airplanes landing, but it ain't nobody getting off the planes. I had no idea they was grounding all of the planes.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
like,
Actually, we
dude,
mentioned it
I was like, look at all these
this
planes.
morning.
Dude, I thought it was money coming in. I was like, look at all these planes landing. What the hell?
Jeff,
Airport $2
Jeff,
surge. I'm like,
Jeff,
damn. Yep.
Jeff. I had 2 scheduled rides for this morning. I wake up 5 a.m. First ride's at 6:30. The next one was like at 8:15. The first one was an XL paying $70. The
Yeah.
second one was a Lux Black that was paying about $85. This is what I woke up to. I wake up, I go to the shower, you know, with my washcloth. Let's not forget my damn washcloth.
Hey, you do take showers.
Hey, with a washcloth. And all of a
Exactly,
sudden,
exactly.
I go look at my app, and the rides are gone. And then that's when I found out, oh shit,
Yep,
I'm grounded
yep.
every day plane in the U.S.
Because
So
I mean, the planes were on top of each other landing last night. It was like one coming, it was like one right behind. I was like, damn, we finna get money. James hit me up. James was like, hey, dude, it's supposed to be 92 planes landed within the next hour. I was like, oh, hell yeah. I went by Jack in the Box. I started getting all my stuff ready. I'm like, dude, there's no surge at the airport. Planes just landed back to back. And I'm like, where's the fucking surge at? Nope, nothing. I said, dude, I'm going home. I don't know what's going on, but I'm out of here. We got that many planes landing and there's no surge. Yeah, something's up. I'm done for the night. I
Yeah,
went home.
I read the news this morning where 100 flights in Austin, 100 flights were grounded and
Yeah,
everything was
yep.
backed up. But no,
Yeah,
Vinny,
we
it didn't surge at all. It didn't surge at all for me. It was busy. It was busy, but not like I was making bank on it.
wanna go? Come on.
It was not, it was not that good.
Mr. Melvin's like, run a top tier gas, 87 octane. That's what you know what, and this is what my mechanics have told me too. When you when these dealerships are taking care of these cars and filling them up with gas, they're filling them with 87, even if it's a 93 recommended or a 93
Yeah.
suggested octane. What I found, I was getting an engine light on in my truck and was getting a little nervous. I went and put the reader on it, the OBD, and it was
Yeah.
coming back with nothing. And what I did was I got away from some bad gas stations, is what I did.
See?
Because there's
Yeah.
some bad
Yeah.
gas stations out there
Yeah.
that'll take
Dude, and
old
I fill
ass
up at
gas.
I think I filled that Jeep up at Quick Trip.
See, I only
I'm
fill
like,
up at Wawa. Wawa. Do you hear me? Me and Richie hustles. Wawa. We need a sponsor for the channel. God damn it. Anyway, I fill up at Wawa. I fill up at Chevron, and occasionally I'll go to Shell, and that's about it. So you're right. You want to run a good gas, a reputable gas company.
yeah.
What about
Um,
Well,
Sam's Club?
I just bought the gas cap. The yesterday I bought the gas cap. I just haven't driven the car a lot, so I put the gas cap on yesterday. The light's off. I turned the light off my OBD, so I'm gonna run it for a couple of days and see if the light comes back on before I go try to retest it because I gotta register this damn thing, man. It's like,
all right. So Richie Hustle says I have two phones. I run with two phones also. One for Uber, one for Lyft. Yes, sir. I bought a dual phone holder from Amazon, and it's the best thing I ever bought. Listen, Richie, do me a favor. If you have an affiliate link, put it in the chat group, and I'll put it up. I want to see this dual phone holder. I've never seen that. I want to see what you're
Yeah,
talking
me
about,
neither.
and if it's and a lot of us would be interested in it. If you've got an affiliate link, put it in the box. If you don't have an affiliate link, link it up and put the web link in the chat, and we'll get it up there. We'd like to see what this looks like. We'll bring it up now. And you should
yeah,
document your journey. We tell everybody we cut into, y'all should start YouTube channels.
definitely.
We're each gonna do, and you know what? By next Wednesday, I'll have a video out on my channel, and I'll try. Hopefully, these guys can follow suit. We'll show you how easy it is to cut a video and start a YouTube channel. We will. I'm telling you, because ain't none of us here NASA engineers. Even though this might look like
Nope.
mission control, and it does
Exactly.
control.
Exactly.
I get it.
Hey,
We're not geniuses. We're not these 18-year-old influencers with fake lips and stubbed booties.
that's it.
You got to work hard at this. So we'll be happy to help you with
Yeah,
that.
just
Exactly.
All right.
start your
All
YouTube
right.
channel and then get your affiliates, and then just post your affiliates on your YouTube channel.
All right.
Yeah.
Let's see what else we got going on here. Yo. Oh my God. Hey. Hey. Um.
Who's that big Shirley needs a Snickers?
No.
Who's big
No.
Shirley needs a Snickers?
Is the
I didn't
person
see it.
the top right part of the LBGTQ community? I think.
Who's big Shirley needs a Snickers?
Oh God, that's funny. Okay, let's keep it moving here.
Let's go.
Rich yeah, it was. The airports were bad this morning. And you
Oh
know
yeah.
what? And I had looked because I was on with Eddie this morning on his trading channel, and I had, I was just scanning the apps, bro. At like 9:30, 10 o'clock this morning, there were over 50 Premier cars at Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Damn. Damn,
Not at 10 o'clock in the morning. And that's what it
man.
was. Everybody went there, and I guess they didn't get the memo. Hey, bro, there ain't no airplanes
Oh,
coming in or taking
Yep,
off.
shit.
yep.
I'm sure these
I should
queues
have.
were through the roof.
Because I was watching it this morning. I guess 9 a.m. Eastern is when they were supposed to put everything back up, but it was like they didn't do anything. People were still sitting around trying to find rides, trying to get out of the airports because they were like, "I got to get going. I can't just sit here
I
all
gotta
day. I
check.
got to go."
Yep,
Hey,
I
and
gotta
you know
check
what?
my roadie app tomorrow morning. Maybe there's luggages that people left behind that needs deliveries.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna take a shot at the White House administration, Department of Transportation, Mr. Pete Buttigieg. Which, if y'all don't know, Pete Buttigieg was nothing but a colonel's driver when he was in the military. He was a shine guy, is what he did. He drove a whack goddamn Humvee, that sorry son bitch. Anyway, when these airlines, Southwest and everybody was canceling flights, and everybody was disrupted, he was the first one there. Hey, man. Hey, guys. You guys got to put these people up in hotels. You should refund them their money. Blah, 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 blah. Y'all know what the glitch was this morning, right? The
The
FAA,
FAA.
their computer systems failed. Had nothing to do with the
Exactly.
airline. So you know what Pete Buttigieg said today? Well, things tend to happen and it's unfortunate. And so, man, anyway,
That
The
was like,
American government
that
should have
was
put all these
twice.
people up in hotels. That's what they should have did. Put everybody up in hotels
and
and took care of
Wasn't that
everybody and gave them
twice
all
this
food.
year that it happened?
Yeah.
the
Once was
Because
FAA,
Southwest Airlines
here in
scheduling.
Austin there was a blackout, and the whole entire
What?
system went down. I was like, well, the system can't really go down because a radar. You need the radar, and you need your dispatchers to land the planes. You know, so
Exactly.
something's going
That's
on,
crazy.
and this is second time in a row that it happened this year. Not
I
this
think
year.
they're
I'm
getting, I
sorry.
don't know, man. I think they're getting hacked and don't want to admit it. The administration don't want to admit that they're getting hacked. They asked, I mean,
Hey,
we don't have fuel lines hacked. We've had, the fuel supply hacked. We've had so many different, providers hacked. Now we got airlines going down, systems getting jacked left and right. It's like
I'm
something's up and they ain't saying something.
I don't
I
know
don't
if we
believe
want
the
to go
government
down that
anyway.
rabbit hole.
Yeah, I'm telling you, because I don't, like I said, I don't believe none of this government says anyway. Because they'll be the first ones to tell you, if you take this shot, you're gonna be cured. They're the first ones to tell you that. And I was like, you want me to trust you? Hell no, I'm good on that. It's like
all right.
you
So
don't lie. Yeah.
this seems to be
Let's
the
not go down
quickest.
that hole right now. We got a channel for that coming up.
Yep, yep,
yeah.
yep. That'll be last Sunday night.
Sunday.
Anyway,
Hold on. What?
isn't
Hold on. Wait.
Richie Hustlers a teacher of FBA on Amazon? All right, somebody explain that to me. What is that? Okay, Richie
FBA.
answer the question himself. Yes, Amazon FBA and working on some other Uber and Lyft videos to bring to my audience, like I've said on my live streams. Oh, so Richie Hustles is already an established YouTube. Well, I got to go check out his channel, y'all.
Yeah.
Y'all go ahead and
You gotta
talk
see
about it. I'm
him.
going to go check out his channel.
That's
I
why
don't think I've ever.
Richie hustles.
when I spoke to Richie, I was like, yeah, Richie. But the thing is, because he was telling me, he's like, how I'm making the money and how do I do it? I was like, dude, I hustle like bad, man. I'm like 12 hours straight out there. And he's like, oh, don't worry about it, though. I'm just like you, freaking energetic like crazy. I was like, all right. And he
So he's
started doing
got,
this. But you gotta see him, man. He gets these damn deals. And I told Richie, man, I was like, okay, we gotta exchange, information because he's got something good going, and
yeah.
he makes
Richie
Richie,
Oh,
Hustles.
man.
there's a
Okay,
guy.
all right,
There's a
all right.
guy I met on YouTube. Dude bought the big 80 packs, the big Keurig things, 80 packs. He bought one huge box that contained 80 packs each for $1.25 for each big box. I was like, what? He says, man, I bought like 30 boxes of these. I was like, holy hell. Each box you can sell for at least like $40, $50. He bought one whole thing for $1.25 each box.
Oh, no. Oh,
Now, Richie,
Richie, I want. Wait a
come
minute.
on,
While you,
Richie, give us like a slow month for you.
He's
hold
at
on.
Walmart and stuff.
I want to know. I want to know, Richie. Richie, can I play this one video
All
that
right,
you
Miss
posted about
Linda,
4 hours
get
ago?
out there, sleep well,
10
get up,
crazy
work hard
things that
tomorrow.
happen at Walmart. Can I play the 10 crazy things that happens at Walmart without getting copyright strike here, sir? Because I'm
Yeah,
really curious about that. Walmart is always a trip. Those
exactly,
videos.
Jay. They wouldn't admit it. He said,
Sure.
sure.
Okay. All right. He said I can. Okay. 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 Okay.
Let's
Let's
see
do
what happens.
it. Let's do it.
Let's watch a movie together, class.
For Walmart
Yeah.
greatness, this place is absolutely insane.
Can you
If
guys
you're
hear
new
it?
to the channel, make
Yeah.
sure you hit the subscribe button, smash that like button, consider joining the Hustleaholics gang, and don't forget to check out some merch. Full Cart Gang, always in the building. Hustleaholics.com. Let's get right into it.
Ooh.
What the hell?
Motherfucker, you did not move the card. I said, I was moving it this way and you got impatient. Excuse me, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold
Them
on.
damn shoes.
So, hold on.
You see this guy? He's like, excuse me. Hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Hold on.
This dude.
All right, hey. That's enough not
No.
to get copyrighted.
No, that's funny. That's funny.
I bet you Reach is cracking up on the other side.
I know. It said, hold on, baby. Hold on, baby. Compton's video. Compton was good.
Damn,
That's funny.
Captain. Wait, Count.
Hey.
California.
Oh,
Okay.
man, support my boy Unbroken Driver from all the way down here in Compton, in the city.
Hey.
of Compton.
My last name is Watts. I got Watts tattoos. People like, you from LA? I'm like, no, man, don't beat me up.
Those are your streets, man.
You from Watts, fool? No.
Fausto. Appreciate you, Fausto.
Jay, you right, Jay. They ain't gonna admit that we got hacked because then that's admitting the weakness. This government will never admit a fault or a weakness. They will never apologize. They done screwed up so much shit. They will never apologize. They
I don't
will
wanna
never
go
say
down-
we was in the wrong. I
don't
mean, I
wanna
just
go
wish
down
one
the-
day they would get their ass up on the podium and say we were wrong. That's all they got to do to regain a little trust. But to keep trying to gaslight people and all the shit that's going on, you can't trust a word they say. And I just keep it real with motherfuckers. That's just how I am. I mean,
All I
I'm
have to
too
say
old
is
for this
planned
shit, man.
hacks.
It's like I'd walk up into the White House and tell them, y'all need to be straight up with people, for real. Just be straight up. Because you ain't going to ever get nobody to trust shit you ever say until you admit that everything that was said was true. All this conspiracy theory shit is it's all truth now. It's been all proven.
Save it for. Hey.
Oh, but I'm just saying,
Yeah,
man, y'all know I get on my roll with this shit. Because I tell you,
Sunday.
man, me and this government,
Vinny,
man, I don't
Sunday,
get on
right?
with that shit, man.
It's
It's a
gonna
lot
be
of people
Sunday,
died
Vinny.
on their watch. A lot of people died on their watch. Motherfuckers losing kids and shit right now because of that. And it ain't even a game, man. This shit ain't no McDonald's ass fucking playland game. Motherfuckers is walking down the street just dying. And I'm like, come on, man. These motherfuckers, this government just keep getting, they need to admit they was wrong. That's it. Just say we were wrong.
Yeah.
Dude.
Calm down.
Hey, that's why I got a Rumble channel. Go to Uber G Phase Z on my Rumble channel. Then you can hear me really get the fuck down. I don't do this shit on YouTube. I get on Rumble, motherfucker, because YouTube cannot handle me. Trust me. YouTube is not my spot. I'm only nice on YouTube because I want to be nice on YouTube.
This is you being nice.
I'm nice on YouTube. Shit, yeah.
He's like, come see the real me, all right?
Hey, if you wanna get on the Rumble, motherfucker, you gonna see. Hey,
We
All right,
can
so now-
we can next a
everybody
little
know.
more. Don't worry.
hey, Richie, you gotta look up Uber G Phase Z on Rumble. Look at my vaccination remorse video. You're gonna be like, this motherfucker.
Okay, so
Exactly. They can't handle the truth. They can't.
everybody-
YouTube ain't ready.
That's their channel. Just do it now. Save yourself the email copy. Language strikes in the morning. Just demonetize now. You won't have to worry
That's
about
funny. That's funny. Man, all my shit be monetized, and I cuss the whole videos. They always monetize me.
Yeah.
I even click, I cuss. I'm like, yeah, I cuss. It's fucking inappropriate language in here, and they still give me money for it.
Whoa.
He said it's just a funny Mexican prank in India.
Oh God.
What up? All praise. What up?
Love my peoples.
Yeah,
Dude, some
no,
of the
that's
best
why- that's
YouTubers
why-
out there,
that's why, because
some of the
on
best YouTube channels out there got nothing but
Yeah.
profanity and all kind of weird shit, and people get paid for that.
Yeah,
All
all
right,
kinds of
no,
weird
no.
shit.
Lots of weird shit. I'll be seeing motherfuckers walk around up and down the street videotaping hookers and shit, and they get paid for that. It's like girls' asses hanging out walking down the block. They get paid for that shit. I'm like, YouTube don't care. Like, they make sure it's like under 18 or whatever. Dude, there's 2 accounts. I got that account, but there's also another account. I don't understand how it works.
Maybe I'll do a video on on Chinatown on Saturday nights, and I'll show you.
Dude, you're gonna get like 200,000 views in the first hour. Them videos be cracking me the fuck up.
Eddie, I can't find your channel, bro. What the hell?
You gotta
My
click channels or something. But see, there's
Oh,
two
there
Uber
it is.
Jeep AZ channels in there because somehow I
Oh
created
yeah,
two
Yeah,
channels and I don't know how.
driving in style, and then the other one is watch me lose money.
Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
got two
The only one
channels.
I can find was
Whatever.
Watch Me Lose Money.
I just tried to. I'm trying to
Uh-oh,
join.
Key's restream ain't. She's trying to get in, but
Let me take care of it right now.
yeah,
It seems like mobile users were having a problem today with Restream.
yeah,
Anyway,
probably.
anybody want to talk about the no grip zone yet? Is anybody familiar with that? What we doing?
The no grip zone is gonna be my playland. Like I tell
All right,
everybody,
so
my YouTube channel, I really try to keep it live on my YouTube channel. I try to keep it cool. I keep it about money. But like, if you meet any of the people I ever rode around with, the first thing they say when they get out the car is, "Dude, you are not like a real YouTube driver. You just keep it real. You like somebody I'd hang out with all fucking day." Because I keep it real with the people, and that's how I make my money. Because it's too much fake shit going on in this world. Too many motherfuckers want to be called something that they weren't even born as. There's too much weird shit going on. So I just keep it real with fucking people. And people love that reality. It's sad that we have to point out issues of reality because there's so much fake shit going on that when we see something real, we get happy. We're like, oh shit, this is actually a real fucking person. You're not an NPC. You're not like, no, motherfucker, I'm real. This is who I am. And they
Okay.
love that shit. They be like, dude, we hanging out, man. Hey, hit me up. We finna ride. And that's what my
All right,
channel is about.
Eddie.
You know, it's just, I just keep it real. And a lot of people can't do that shit no more. And it's like, that's just what we came to.
All right, let's get back on track here.
all right,
Eddie, do you keep
Penny.
getting access to Excel
Yeah,
and also
yes.
work?
So far it's been worth it. I know this is the slow season, so I'm not
Dry
up there.
January.
Yeah. But then again, last year at the same time, I was killing it big time. But that was because the quests were really good, and right now the quests are like they're bad. All right, and I was one of the few that was actually driving a Tesla and using it for rideshare. Shortly after that, Hertz bought like 100,000 cars and they gave them out to a whole bunch of drivers. So
See,
that's why last year I was still banking when
clickbait.
it was slow. Um, but this year, yeah, it was worth it because my payments are cheaper, and I can take time off. I could take time off and go back, and do what I really wanted to do, and go back to ride sharing later on, and it's been working out. I can't wait till the high season. I'm hoping the high season, woo, 3,000 a week. Yeah, yeah.
$10,
And
man. That's
whatever Brendan
in the
says does
tunnel.
not count. Okay, he's
30
from
cent a ride,
Chicago.
30 cents a
Okay,
ride quest. Jeez. I'm
but
like, that's messed up.
yeah, it's so far it's been worth it. Um, as long as I keep it, I keep hustling the
Clickbait.
way that I do.
Penny, 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 penny.
All right. So the next question is that have any of you guys used Hire Car?
Never
Personally,
heard of
I
it.
have not.
I applied.
Hire Car.
I
They
applied, and it part of the process got messed up when I was trying to input information. I stopped. I ended up getting the Uber Tesla.
Yeah,
Okay.
I've never heard of it.
no,
But see, that's the
I
thing.
love
And
they
somebody just asked a really good question because they talking about have you use hire car, and then somebody saying the fair co-op ride share and delivery from the professor.
All
This
right.
is
Well,
what I say.
hold on. Wait. Hold on, Jeff. Hold on, Jeff. We're gonna get to that one in a minute.
But
Just give me a
but these
second.
are same situations that I'm talking about.
Well, Hire Car. Well, see, Hire Car. Y'all might not have been driving then. Uber used to have a car program.
Yeah.
Okay, where you could get a Hyundai Elantra, Hyundai Sonata. They had a deal with Hyundai. This was like 2017, 2018, something like that. You could go through them and you could get a car through Uber. It was a brand new lease, not a used car. You paid for it just like everybody's renting a Tesla through Hertz. Uber used to do that direct. Now, for whatever reason, that didn't work out for them, like most things that they try to do, right? So they sold those cars off and created, I believe they created like a third party company called Hire Car. Now, HireCar got into the business working with Uber of renting cars directly through Uber, through HireCar to drivers. So it's not the same as what we're about to get into. You
Yeah.
understand? I just wanted to point out the difference on
Yeah, and I think the similarity is in I guess knowledge, marketing, knowing it, familiarity, shit like that. If people aren't familiar and knowledgeable about things, those things won't get utilized. They won't get used. So you can have 1 million products, 1 million rideshare apps, 1 million delivery apps, all this shit. But if you don't have a good marketing team that gets people like customers to say, I want to use this app. I want to give this app my banking information. I want to give this app my, my PayPal information. People don't just freely give their information to random ass apps that get created every day. Otherwise, it's like having goddamn crypto or something like that. It's like you have to build utility for it first before everybody gets in. Because if everybody gets in, it could just be pulled away. So build utility for the app, build a base for the app, and that's how like Bitcoin was the truth. I mean, it was whole countries adopting Bitcoin. But then people got into this investment scheme shit with all these little tic tac coins around. They got people to distrust crypto because they started using them as rug pulls and doing crazy stuff with it. So if Bitcoin would have been adopted by Brazil and Brazil would have shown how Bitcoin was better than using the dollar, then we would have had a actual cryptocurrency that would have made us money while we were holding it in the bank, more than these little dollars and shit we get from like Bank of America giving you $1 a month in interest and shit. Crypto, you can double that shit in a few months, but you have to have utility for it, and Bitcoin was going to be that utility. Other apps, it was too many cryptos came out, and that's kind of how these rideshare apps are. It's too much shit coming out right now where people are going to trust none of it. They're going to go right back to Uber and Lyft and stick with Uber and Lyft, and drivers are going to be linked into all of these different apps, but only using one or two, which is Uber and Lyft. They ain't going to use the rest of that shit because customers ain't going to use the rest of that shit. I don't want no app on my phone that a customer ain't going to use. Why would I have it? Just like all these apps coming out. I don't want that shit on my phone. It's like, no.
All right, Jeff. So let's get into it. Let's get into it. We did talk about this before the show.
I have a different view on that.
On what? On what we're about to talk about, or
Yeah.
what Jeff was just talking about?
What Jeff was just talking about.
Go for it.
In the sense of apps that are let's bring this up, and then we can get back into that for a discussion. I think it is to be a healthy discussion.
Let's hear it.
Just got to give each other a chance to talk here.
Let's
So did
hear
you guys
this
hear about
shit.
Rideshare Professor regarding the Fair Co-op rideshare? So it's called Fair Eats, which is a driver co-op or I don't know about rideshare, but it's a food delivery service. I don't think it's passenger.
Yes, it is. It is.
It's passenger transportation also?
Yes.
Right now, it's passenger
In
transportation.
Canada, yes.
Okay.
That's
So
the issue.
I'm really curious how they're doing the insurance on this. I know there's going to be some backdoor stuff to this. I know it.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you guys think this is good or will it fail? My initial feeling on this is I've watched Rideshare Professor go down this road before, and it did not work out then. Company's name was Trip. And then, he was back in a company named Trip. And then when that went south, he wanted to start his own company called GOAT, greatest of all time. Now, I understand in business, not everything you try to do is going to succeed. We all know this. So if it's working now in Canada and drivers are happy, passengers are happy, the restaurants are happy, then God bless them. I hope it works, because when I did go and watch the video, it sounds good. It sounds good. But now we're just going to have to wait and see. It's going to be a wait and see
It
deal.
has to work.
So
That's work here.
Yeah, but back to what I was saying. I'm an independent contractor. I'm going to work for whoever's going to pay me most at the time that I'm available. If it's Uber, sure. If it's Lyft, sure. If it's this new fare app, sure. I'll have all the apps open, and anyone who gives me a profitable ride, I'm going to take it. That's just how it is. And
but that's my thing though. It's cool to take a profitable ride, but if customers ain't using an app, then you ain't giving nobody a fucking ride. You just got the app on your phone.
That's fine.
Everybody's still using Uber and Lyft.
Fine. I will have 7 apps online at the same time.
But don't you ever look at all these? Don't you look at all these apps and shit, and all these people have all this sensitive data leaks and all these fucking breaches of information and shit because everybody's putting in their bank accounts and credit card information and shit.
What are they gonna take from me? If someone does take my money out of my account, Chase will just automatically give me my money back. I'm not worried about it.
Do you know that banks are taking people's accounts and shutting their accounts? Banks are doing that shit to people right now. Like the least amount of involvement in your fucking shit that you got, the better off you are. You got too many apps, too many banks, too many people. You got too much shit involved in your shit. You're relying on so much
When
extraneous stuff.
when I
It's
was an
gonna take
IT
one
contractor,
camel, pull it out, and it's gonna just collapse.
when I was an IT contractor, I worked for 15 different vendors. 15.
And now you're working for Uber and Lyft, just like me. So what?
Damn.
Well,
I
what
got
the
15
point
apps.
is that it's going to get
So
to
you
the
lost
point.
13 of them, and now you're down to 2, just like me. You lost 13, you down to 2, like me.
It's going to get to the point where there's going to be more than 2. Like if you're in LA, there's other
But
options.
that's what I'm saying. The customer base has to be generated, not the driver base. The
fine.
driver base is
That's
here.
fine.
We're here. We ready to drive.
I will be online in all available apps.
But I want to see if customers don't take it, ain't no
I
use
never
in
get a
it.
ride, that's fine. But if I get one ride at that one particular time and it's going to pay me more than what Uber and Lyft is currently offering, I'm going to do it.
It's probably rideshare companies right now looking at people like you going, dude, all we gotta say is we creating an app. We can get their banking information, their fucking address, their driver's license, registration. You ain't getting none of that information from me until I'm sure of who you are. You don't get that from me. I don't give a fuck if you say, hey Jeff, we're Ride Right. Send us all your information and work for us. I'm like, who the fuck are you? Ride Right. I don't give a shit who's your customer base. How much money you making? What you gross? I want to know these things before I just start giving up my information. I'm an independent guy. I don't want to be hacked. I don't want my bank account to be drained. I'm like, hell no, I'm not doing that. I'll just give people my information like that. I don't do that. It's like,
And I
even with
understand
Uber
that
and Lyft,
customers will have apprehension, but I see where both of you coming from. He's saying he's willing to keep it open and see what comes to him. He's willing to take that risk. But I understand what you're saying. Customers are going to look at it and be like, well, it's just another thing I have to put my information in. Am I going to use it enough for me to open myself up to a possible hack? And yeah, like you said, the more companies that you connect to, the more likelihood that you're going to. I mean, look at T-Mobile. How many times has T-Mobile been hacked?
there you go.
So what cell phone provider are you going to? All of them are constantly under digital assault, including the country, including
Because
all the
you're giving
banks.
people permission to everything in your phone. I got banking information and shit in my phone. Once you give people permissions to your phone and you download that app, you have no idea what they're looking at in your phone. I don't know you enough to give you information. There's shit in my phone I don't want nobody to see. So once you got access to my phone, dude, it's banking information, PayPal information, eBay information. It's a lot of shit in here. So I don't know you as a company. You're brand new. You're not proven yet. You prove to me who you are, and you prove to me that you don't do people dirty, and I'll give you all the information that's in this phone. Until then, I'm like, oh, I'm cool on that. I'm cool.
Fair
I
enough.
don't I don't disagree with either party. Me personally, like I said, I hope it works because competition is good and drivers are getting ran over a little bit.
Yeah.
And if that's going to get people paid, let them get paid. But I agree with Jeff too in the sense of there's a lot of stuff I will not download. I'm just not doing it.
Look
Right?
at FTX. Case in point, FTX.
Look how long it took you to download Sketty, and look how much you're in love with it.
But I say, look at FTX. We all got. He's gonna time out. We all got crypto exchanges. We all got crypto exchanges on our phones. A lot of us have Kraken. We got Robinhood. We got a lot of stuff on our phone. A lot of us have FTX. When something is unproven and something seems too good to be fucking true, most likely it is. Because look what happened with FTX. There's billions of dollars missing because they were like, no matter what you do, we're going to give you a return on your investment. FTX, you can't say that unless you're
Yeah,
taking other people's money and getting you a return on it. You can't say that.
yeah. But Jeff, with FTX, it's all relative. I think I agree with you. It's all relative, bro.
Yeah.
But at the same time, no, FTX is just listen. If I tell you, hey, give me $1, I'm gonna give you back 10. What kind of Barney Fife, as you like to put it, idiot is gonna? You know what? You know what my daddy used to say? A
Yep.
fool and his money are soon parted.
Yep. Exactly.
Fool and his
Exactly.
money are soon parted. Anyway, all right. So let's break away from that for a little bit. Ernest, what's up, bro? From up north. What do you do when you show up and it's a mom with no car seat? I just talked about that last week. Sorry, ma'am, you ain't got no car seat.
Insurance.
I had that happen at it was a family over at Disneyland, and I felt bad. But I was like, why? I feel bad that you more so that you're putting me in a situation where I have to tell you I can't give you a ride, and you're carrying this baby, and you can't get home.
But the last driver said did it for me.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Any
exactly. The last
no,
driver gonna
not
get
doing it.
insurance. Be
Yeah.
like, you get
Something
pulled over
happened to
by a
your
cop.
baby.
Yes, gonna get that to you.
All right.
Something
I
So
happened
just
to
then,
your
had
baby.
then
this. I had the Jamaican woman last week, and she went to cussing me out in patois. I didn't realize I knew what the hell she was saying. So when I laid it back into her, she looking at me like, "Just lost it, rough cop, white boy. What you know about?" I don't want to hear that shit, man. Put the fuck off me, man. Better break up out of here with that
Dude,
bullshit.
that's funny shit.
see,
But
Hey,
it's,
We've
it's
been.
crazy though,
me
man.
and Vinny were talking about it earlier too, about
Exactly.
possibly having people with no papers in my car. Um, and I was like, hey, yes, like I don't want to do this, man, and I almost declined. I almost declined it, but it was a bus, and it was just dropping them all off right there. With all this stuff, with it, it's just like, and this is what they do, man. Now, it was sketchy because, man, if things start going bad, man, they put you in a situation, and then they give them a phone, and then they can order an Uber to go wherever they want to go, and then they get caught, and then you get pulled over, dude. That's it. It's over.
Yeah,
It's
and like I
over. You
said,
lose
and it's
everything
on
you work hard
your
for.
account. All the money you just made for the past 2 months is now paying off tickets and court fees and fines and
Uh-huh.
everything else. It's like it ain't even
all
worth
right.
it. It ain't worth it. It's like I
What up,
wouldn't
Dave?
do
How
it.
you doing, buddy? Been a couple weeks. Hearst Tesla rental giving $60 credit for zero emission incentives. No, that's not what it is.
I'll tell
They
you what it
dropped
is.
their rental prices. But if you give 60 rides, remember, for every ride you give in a Tesla vehicle, an EV vehicle, you get $1 extra for the ride.
That
So,
that EV discount is only for first time renters and only for your first week.
Wow.
This is my
Uh,
first
what
time
discount?
renting a
What
Tesla,
discount?
and I do not have access to that
Well,
discount.
over here, I
What?
got
Well,
up to 5,000.
what,
yeah, but
five
we're
thousand
talking about
dollars?
Uber. Uber gives you $1 a ride for every EV ride you take.
Up to
And,
4,000
and
for
the
me.
way that, right.
Per year.
And from what I read, that's the way I read what Hertz and Uber are offering Uber drivers. That's what I
Uh-huh.
got out of it. Well, if you do 60 rides, you get $60. Well, yeah, I'm gonna get that anyway, whether I get the EV through you or somebody else. So it's a play on words. It's word salad. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
All right.
that's
SB Rides 805 says the co-op. I hope they're not going to start calling it Coop. The co-op is successful in Canada. Yeah, and listen, I want them to be successful. Listen, man, listen. We care about drivers. That's why we do this. We can sit around and chop it up all day offline, and then I ain't got to keep hitting Jeff with I ain't got to keep doing that. I can just go ahead.
rumble.com. We're gonna
You
host a
know.
live on Rumble. How about
But anyway,
yeah.
yeah, I want them to be successful. I'm sure we all do. Listen, if it pays that good, if it's paying that good, maybe Bumblebee's got to go serve some tuna somewhere. I don't know. We'll
Yeah.
see.
And see,
All
the one
right.
thing about Canada that I like about Canada is that their insurances are different than our insurances here in America. So, like their health insurance and all different kind of insurances they got, like we're independent, so we have to pay our own insurances. But also, the companies are charging us for insurance per ride and everything like that. So we're getting double ding for insurance. I'm paying insurance on my end, plus I'm getting instead of the customer giving me the money, Uber's taking the money from them, saying, "Oh, that's $9 in or whatever." So 30 days, I mean, look at how much money, or for 30 rides, that's $270 you just gave in insurance for 30 rides. $270 in insurance. People don't even pay that in a month. That's a lot. And it's like
Well, see, and
Canada, I don't know what they're doing with the insurance. They need to know, say, like the co-op,
that's what I
what
think the
doing the
problem's
insurance?
going to be.
Yeah, what
That's
about
where I
the
think the
insurance?
issue is going to be.
Yeah.
You're going to probably have to have commercial insurance.
Because not only with that, I mean, you got to have not only car wreck insurance where you bump into somebody's shit, but you've got professional liability insurance where there might be like a sexual assault case or there might be a fight or something like that. You've got to have insurance to cover all of these things of being sued by somebody. And if you're a
So
co-op and
that's
you're
what I want to
responsible,
wait to see.
yeah, you're responsible
Yeah,
for somebody suing you because some family said, well, my son got in a car, trip, hit his mouth on a curb. You owe us $150,000. The co-op might not pay the $100,000. So you got to pay that as a driver. So do you have insurance to cover that $100,000? It's like, so it depends on how this is going from a business point.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Let it see. Let's see how it plays out. Hey, Tassie. Sometimes a lot of times we like to have a good old time on the channel, and then sometimes you know what, it will get ridiculous. That's just the way it is. You know what
No,
I'm saying? Would you rather us lie to you?
we are
I'm not gonna
we're called the great debaters for a reason. We're the 300. We're the great debaters.
lie. Oh my god. Sergio. Oh, so Sergio emailed me back, said he couldn't join us tonight. Y'all know Sergio from the Rideshare Guy,
Because
and
he's out doing multi-level marketing right now. No, I'm just kidding.
uh, you know what I heard he's doing. You know what I heard
What's
he's
it?
doing.
What's it?
I heard that Sergio is contacting all the strip joints in Phoenix right now because in order for Brandon to make that $120 an hour, Sergio is negotiating whether he's got to wear a G-string or just that's it. That's what Sergio is doing. That's the multi-level marketing that Sergio is doing.
Motherfucker Brandon gonna drop
All
it
right,
like
brother.
it's hot.
All
Drop it
righty,
like it's
man.
hot.
All right. Hey.
Hey man, $1 is $1, right?
No.
$20 is $20.
All right.
That's
Cool.
not right.
I'm
Oh man,
sorry, bro. I
Not
had to.
right.
man,
I
that's
When I when
funny.
I
appreciate
leave
you.
Phoenix with $12,000 and you guys have two, you'll know why.
Be like, damn, we should have did that, man. He said a
All right.
dollar's a dollar.
Mr. Velez was with us this morning on Eddie's trading channel. Oh, by the way, hey, if y'all want to start watching some trading stuff, right? I'm giving Eddie the reins on this one. I am joining him. I am his sidekick. I am sweeping up his empty popcorn boxes every morning by trading, right?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Um, and the name of the channel is Watch Me Lose Money.
Yeah.
That's the name of the trading channel for Eddie. So y'all check him out. Why not advertise that you're on the new platform while you're working others to open the options? I'm not sure
Uh,
what we're talking about here. This could go in like 19 directions. Eddie, you take it.
okay. Well, the trading channel is because again, we're all looking for other ways to make income on it. Except if you're from Jersey. Um, so um,
He started
so
laughing.
it's an inside joke. Anyway, so the idea of ride sharing is for a means to an end. You make the money and you reinvest it somewhere else. So this is my investment. So I really want to do like day trading. I have no damn clue what I'm doing. All I know is that when the green line crosses the orange line, then that's when I make my purchase. All right.
There you go. Okay.
Because every
Okay.
every time every time I watch a YouTube video on it, that's how they explain it. Of course, there are other details in there, but I mean, it's just stupid simple. When the green line crosses the orange line, that's when I make my purchase, and that's where I want to go because I wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning every day, and I hit the road by 5. Um, I, don't get me wrong. I like ride sharing. I like meeting people, and I like what I do, but for me to be able to make the money that I need, I have to wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning. There's just no way around it. But I make the money to reinvest it into things like this, and
There you
that's what
go.
I'm
All
doing.
right.
And then the money from that, and then the money from the YouTube channel, the money from the website, the money from the affiliates, it all adds up. So I'm just expanding.
All right. So Tassie, reach out to us. Email Eddie or me or whoever's channel you're watching the,
Yeah.
the live stream on. Email us so we can know what this app is. And listen, we give everybody a fair shake. I ain't trying to hold nobody back. Oh,
If we can
oh,
help,
oh,
we'll
oh.
help. That's what we do.
Yeah.
And see this goes back to what Jeff was talking about. I couldn't trust neither Trip and Vibe ride sharing.
I heard of
No.
Vibe. Vibe was in Vegas, wasn't it?
Oh, Vibe was here too, bro. Trip, Vibe, they all tried to get it going here, and all of them just miserable, miserable. Just
Because if
could
you don't
not
got
get
a
it.
customer base, you're not gonna have a driver base. Drivers are gonna go to where the money's at. Like Brandon said, drivers are gonna go where the money's at. So if you don't have a customer base, you don't have a driver base. It's not gonna happen like that.
Hey,
See
hey,
what see what
listen,
Sergio said.
Sergio. Listen, Sergio. You mentioned your name a couple of times, okay? Because I need some damn assistance, man. Okay? The only way I could get your attention and other people's attention is hopefully by doing this channel. Besides, I like
God, it
doing
was a pyramid scheme.
it.
So Sergio was saying he can get you all the drivers tomorrow, but how much money do you have in the bank to get the passengers on the platform ordering trips?
That's the
So he was
part.
referring to,
That takes time.
and it does take time.
That's
It
the
takes
part.
time in marketing and advertising. So, like I said, it's not about whether it's going to be a good app or a bad app. It's about will it survive the initial,
Customers.
onboarding.
They need the
Is it going
revenue
to?
inflow because we've made the capital investments already. We've got the cars, we've got gas, we've got our insurance. We've all made the capital investments. Can
Wait, you
they
got
get the
gas?
customer base? Why fucking Taco Bell? Shut up. Shut up. You know what I'm talking about. No, but seriously though, we got the investments. Now all we need is them to say we got the revenue stream for you. We've got all of these customers. Now they're gonna have to put a lot of promotions because promotions get people going. So as an initial app, they're gonna go into the hole. All their money's gonna go down first because they gotta attract all the customers away from Uber and Lyft. And once they get all Uber and Lyft, DoorDash, passengers and everything, now they're gonna start making money on the way up. They've got to sneak in, snag market share by just heavy promotion and spending a ton of money, and now they got drivers that trust them. Now we're like, damn, these drivers are really making good money. Customers are like, damn, we really saving a lot of money versus Uber and Lyft. Now the market is being built. But just jumping straight
Yeah,
in, they've got a hill to climb. They've got a hill to climb.
that's
All
the
right,
advantage.
Richie
That's the
Hustle.
advantage Uber and Lyft had, man. They just blew money advertising,
Yeah.
Yeah, well, they
and
had billions and billions
no,
and
uh,
billions, and then when they needed more, round two, billions and billions,
Yep.
round three,
You're gonna
yeah,
go
round
down like this.
round
Your
four.
income's gonna go down. You're going to go into the hole starting any company. You're not gonna make money till 10, 15 years later is when you turn into profit. Casinos are notorious for that shit. Spend $1 billion, they don't start making
and they
money
said
till 10,
money
15
talks.
years
Ding, ding,
later.
ding, 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 ding. That's what all this goddamn gig shit is. If you want to be honest about it, all of these damn every single one of these gig apps is a goddamn casino.
That's
It's a
it.
goddamn
Casino.
casino.
It's a gamble.
It's built on a pyramid. And you know what, Sergio, I love you. If you want to tell me I'm wrong, you can tell me I'm wrong. I'm still gonna love you in the morning,
Oh,
my
someone
brother.
got a tip.
Listen, all of this
Uh,
is who got the tip? Who got
I
the
did.
tip?
Steven.
Did you get the tip?
That
Well,
motherfucker.
Tip or the whole
not
staff?
not
Was
only
it
did
a
I
tip
get
or
the
the whole staff?
not only did I get a tip, but it was only five. It was
No, no,
five
no, no,
bucks. But
Hey,
but the guy
$5.
said to come back
$5.
to this morning. Yeah,
Brandon, let this be a learning lesson, Brandon. When you only show them the top of the tea bag, the top of the cup, you only get $5. But if you show them a cheek,
That's funny shit.
you know, they skip
Vinny be fucking with y'all. Vinny gonna be fucking with you.
y'all don't know,
Man.
bro. Y'all got the real one.
no, but
Yeah.
he said he needs a ride back in the morning, so I'm gonna grab that one too. So
There you go. San
Oh shit,
Antonio
you
was
gonna ride it
dead.
back in the morning, huh? You
yeah,
gonna
San
ride it back
Antonio was dead
in the
too.
morning, huh? All right. I ain't mad at you, bro. I love everybody.
Guys,
Richie Hustle
everyone
says,
that's watching, remember, this is dry January. Everyone has a New Year's resolution
yeah, you got to
that
remember
they're
that.
Yeah.
not
You gotta
going to go
remember
out and drink. But
that. All right.
80% of them are
not
going to
here.
stop in February. Really?
All right, so
Yeah.
we need to answer this question for
I was just
Richie
gonna
Hustles.
say, not
Do
here.
you
Yeah,
cancel the
That's right,
ride or
Jay.
do you
Major
ask them?
money.
Listen, you got 5 minutes to wait on that ride. If they don't want to cancel it once you arrive, if they don't want to cancel it within that 5 minutes, you cancel it, get your cancellation fee, put in there no car seat. Passenger didn't show up, and you keep it moving, bro. Don't even mess around with it. It's not even worth it. Don't argue with them. Roll up your windows, move forward 100 feet, and just be done with it.
Motherfucker
That's how
said
I
no
look at
car seat. The lady's like 85 years old. It's like Uber's like, this
it. Eddie,
lady's 85. What do you mean a car seat?
mm.
Eddie, this question's for you. Would you recommend taking the extra $70 insurance with Hertz Tesla rental?
Yeah, yes.
Yep.
They're gonna
I
if you
don't.
don't take it, they're gonna go like this. Hold on, like this. Okay. The moment
Yeah.
the windshield on the cars on
they're
the
gonna
depends
go-
on
Tesla
the
is so
location.
big. The windshields on the Teslas are so big that you could see the rock
Yeah.
coming towards your windshield,
Yep.
and then you just start
I
shaking your head and you're like, this is gonna cost me. But if you have the insurance, it's not gonna cost you. It's expensive.
it'll cost you. I showed up and there was a car Tesla rolled up. That was her.
Yeah.
He had to pay for the whole windshield.
See, that's it.
Yeah.
No, but hey, Beyond 9, yeah, that cancellation.
Joe,
I
I'm
got
gonna
some
pass
stuff
on this as
about
well.
cancellations. They sent me something saying, looks like you've been canceling a lot of rides because I have. Because this is my thing. I drive at night. I'm a night driver. I'll start at 8 o'clock and I'll stop at 5 in the morning. 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. If I'm sitting in an apartment complex and your little icon ain't coming towards my car, I'm not getting fucking carjacked. I'm canceling you. You be out there for the next driver. I don't play that shit because I'm not gonna sit in the
Nobody's
middle of
gonna
an
mess with you,
apartment
Jay.
complex. Man,
Jess, you get
somebody
out
run out
that
with
damn
two,
car.
two
You're
AKs and
gonna be
I'm gone.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I
I'm
pull
sorry,
in, I
bro.
pull into the apartment complex, and I'm like, okay, I'll give you a minute. If I don't see that icon coming towards my car, your ass is left. Cancel, I'm out. And they go, that dude just canceled me. Fuck yeah, be ready. When you ready, you either send me a text message saying, hey man, I'm not ready yet, give me a minute, something. But it's 2:30 in the morning. It's dark as a motherfucker outside. I'm in a $50,000 car. I'm not getting carjacked. So no, my cancellation rate is through the roof because I cancel every fucking body. Unless the people are ready. Now when they're ready, hey, let's go. I see the icon moving, walking through the apartments, coming towards me. Get in
Right,
the car, we
right.
leave. That's how I am. If Uber don't like that shit, fuck them. It has nothing to do with me. I'm still
You
alive
don't.
because my policy is for my safety. It ain't for like,
You,
ooh, I
you,
need a
you
low
don't.
cancellation rate.
You don't carry one of Harry Potter's
The little magic wand.
holy sticks? Yeah.
Man, I don't mess around, especially in apartment
All right,
complexes. I
listen.
don't mess around because it's transient. Apartment complexes are transient. Homes are usually by a homeowner or a renter. And so you can sit in front of a home or sit in front of somebody's house because they own their name is on the shit. In an apartment complex, it's too transient. Do not sit in an apartment
Mm-hmm.
complex for 10 minutes at 2 o'clock in the morning. That could be a setup. It's time to go.
Yeah.
If the customer don't know and the customer's like, well, I wasn't ready yet, then your problem. Don't order the ride till you're ready. Because you're not
Right.
gonna have drivers sitting in these parking lots at 2 in the morning when you got transient people carjacking folks. It ain't happening.
Nope.
So,
All right.
Yeah. No. See,
So
that's why I don't work the night, so I can't really say.
Beyond Nines
I work
has
nights.
asked. Listen, I'm not in Facebook. But have you guys seen about people getting deactivated for cancellation fraud?
that's what I was just
I
telling her
saw
about.
on a Facebook group. Yeah, we was just talking about that. I haven't seen it. I've heard about it. You know, and at the end of the day, bro, listen, any story you got to consider the source. You got to consider the source. A
Yep.
lot of people say, "Oh man, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do
I
anything
don't want to
wrong."
hear
No,
about
damn well.
cancellation, man. Look at that, 29%
Yeah,
cancellation.
28%. I'm at
29%.
14. I'm at 14.
I'm
Brandon don't
still
even get
very much
messages. I
active.
get messages. I get cancellation messages. He don't get cancellation messages. That's how I think the shit's racist. I have an orange car. They don't like orange. He drives black cars. He's always driving a black car. This shit's completely racist. I don't know why Uber likes black. They don't like orange. This shit's just so screwed up. They see my orange car and fucking send me letters. Racist ass app.
you should have learned your lesson when they went after Trump with the orange man.
Exactly. They don't like orange, man. They don't like orange. I'm like, man, that's messed up. So I gotta be black. I gotta get a black card. Is that what it's all about? Like, man.
No, man. Hey, you better not let Joy Reid hear you talking like that.
Hey,
She's
for
gonna call
real.
you out. She's gonna call you a prop too. Hey,
You
hey,
prop too.
and you
See, look,
and you know
Jay
what?
says
You know
it.
what?
Hey, Jay said the
Hey, you
same
know what?
thing. He don't wait.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay. Anyway, good. We finally caught up on everything here.
5 minutes.
Woo,
He's
boy, I
like,
was trying
oh,
to get
what? You're not here? Bye.
The only time I
Yeah.
wait 5 minutes is if I'm on a reservation for Uber. Because if I
Yeah.
wait that 5 minutes, I get the full fare.
Exactly. And it'd be like
Hey,
$25.
Nice.
Yeah.
Jay. I know that you could do that with your own insurance, but I don't know if
yeah,
it covers
credit
it.
cards too.
See, Hertz insurance. Yeah, I know the Hertz insurance is a waste. It's like like the cost you like $400. Like
And the car's already
and it's
insured
supposed to
by
come with
the tow
insurance.
company.
Eddie,
Yeah.
So
the
No.
what Jay is saying is true. I have my Chase Sapphire Reserve card.
uh-huh.
If there's any, but you have to get the car fully paid through that credit card. And if you do, and there's something that happens, there's a website you can go to and file a claim, and they'll pay for
Mhm.
it.
Oh, okay.
It's a
Because
part of the services that they
I do
offer.
have
Oh,
I do
my
have a
cards are
business
Something
credit
like
card
that.
that I use for it, and they encourage me to use the credit card on Hertz because they give me points back for the rental. And
They're
I've been
selling your
using it.
loan. That's all. They sell loans. They sell accounts and loans, man. Everybody's making money off of other people's debt.
Yeah.
That's how you make money. You sell debt.
The
Like
orange
So
taxi offering bus fare rides.
Oh my
exactly.
God. Oh yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
That's
Yeah,
that's real
buddy.
shit. The orange taxi with bus fare. If you got $2.62, I got a ride for you. Jeff, where you at? It's like shit. I
by the
ain't
way,
showing
I was
up.
getting hit with $3 rides today.
Yeah, I ain't getting me to do that.
Called you that orange taxi.
There's a couple of them here in Chicago that
That's-
are orange.
I'm
I got
telling you.
30, 31, 30. How far can you take me for 34 cents, young man?
Exactly, exactly.
I want to go.
I can get you
No
to that
bus fare.
Wendy's over there. That's it, shit, man. I'm not going further than Wendy's. Get me a frosty.
Like I can start my car for 34 cents. All right.
Turn it off. Push the button. That's it. That's it. That's it. You get
Yeah,
that.
that's it. That's all I can do. Sorry.
You guys are
Flick,
You're welcome.
flick the high beams on. I'll flick the high beams on for 30 cents.
Yeah,
Like, there you go.
there you go. Yeah, that's all I can
I'll
do.
do you one
Alright.
better. I'll drive you for 20 seconds.
For 20 seconds. Just like, I mean, you ain't
I'll
gonna make out
rev
the
it. I'll
parking lot
rev
with
it. Like,
all these
over
Walmart
here.
carts in the way. You're not making out the parking lot. It's like,
20
you had to get all them
seconds.
groceries back out. Get all the
Get in and
groceries
out.
out.
Be like, I'll rev my engine for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
I didn't hear
Now, see,
anything.
now,
Yeah,
and
that my
Richie's
car
saying,
doesn't
does
make
Uber
noise.
penalize us for high cancellation and low acceptance? Do they penalize us? It's hard to say. I don't think they do. I don't think they do.
Well, they
Because
do.
They
Listen,
used
Joseph.
to. They used
wait.
to, but they don't anymore.
You're going one
yeah,
side and out the other.
no,
Wait
just
a
climb through.
minute. Wait a minute.
Wait, nah, you
36
can't even do that in my car. You can't even do that in my car. Nah,
Just
don't be
I got
climb
sliding on my
through.
seat.
He said he ain't
You
sliding
gonna
on
be
a video where that happened to me.
no 30 cents.
Hey, I got a video where that happened to me. You
No,
guys don't remember the video I shot? Where I'm sitting there, I go to pick him up, and I see the dude coming. He gets in the car. He starts sliding over in the back, right? He closes the door, and then I see the valet dudes looking at some crazy ass woman coming down the sidewalk, and she opens the door, and then when she starts yelling at the dude looks at me and says, "Man, I'm sorry." He gets out the other side. He literally looks out of the car.
no.
Y'all keep talking. I'm gonna show you the damn video.
And, hey,
Wow.
only in Florida. He did say it was in Florida, right? Huh? The lady was on
Hey,
bath salts.
listen, bro.
D-Day.
And I got screwed out of the ride.
She was like,
You
bath
gotta
salts.
talk commercial
Put the speakers
insurance.
in your face.
All right,
Beyond.
beyond.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah.
But
I will have commercial insurance in April, and for me, it's going to be $800 down and $500 a month.
So
Dang, that's
here
crazy.
in California, Kushnod, you should check out his channel. He's really good with his content. Kushnod, I forget how to say his last name. Vinny, help me out.
I call him Kush.
All right.
You had me a Kush nod. You got me beat.
Kush. He's out in
So-
LA. Kush is out in LA.
Yeah, he's out in LA. Check him out. But he does a video on getting into Uber Black when he bought his vehicle. So here, for me to get a commercial insurance is gonna be somewhere between $5 and I will have commercial insurance, but that's car first. So
Yeah.
I have to pay off the car first in order to take my vehicle and register
work
it
those streets,
underneath my
buddy.
business.
I was about to say, just get in touch with
So-
Sergio because he's calling strip clubs out here in Phoenix right now, setting shit up for Brandon. He can work you into. Hey,
Right.
we got
So-
Ebony and Ivory on stage.
Oh my
Don't
god.
get, it'd be funny if we end
So-
up in Phoenix. Brendan ends up
Bring
coming.
your dollars.
He gets really drunk and starts running around in a car.
I don't know beyond where your market is, but depending on where you are, like in California, you have to get your vehicle registered under the business, which either means you have the vehicle paid off or you have a business loan. And to get a business loan, you have to have like 2 years worth of credit history for your business or something like that. So
Yeah.
there are some ways to kind of build up your credit along the way, but I don't think you're going to get the large business loans until after that time period.
Yeah.
I just applied for Verizon, and they gave me their own Verizon credit score of 300 and something, which they want me to put a down payment in order to start a plan with them. So
Yeah, no,
just to give you an idea. So yeah, so when I do
net
have the
30
vehicle
accounts.
paid off. What's that?
Net 30 accounts. When it comes to business,
Yeah.
net 30 accounts build your credit.
Yeah.
Um,
So
if you go,
which
if
is
you,
what is
net
it? Sam's
30?
Club. I think
yeah,
not Costco, Sam's Club, and there was a few. I think there's like is it
Amazon.
Amazon? Yeah, Amazon.
Yep.
Yeah. So you get those accounts and you get to build your credit with these businesses, and they keep increasing your line of credit as time goes forward.
Yep. Amazon gave me a $15,000 credit card.
Woo! That would be
Okay,
nice for
you
my
guys
car.
ready?
No,
You guys ready?
that was like that's what they started me with, and it was
You
good.
ready, Jay?
Very nice.
And then
Yeah, that's
they
my
give
little
me the
sis,
credit
my little
card, and I still
sister.
have like
You still big
another 10
arm.
grand in the car in my
Uh,
And
Amazon account.
so
There you go. He's in the
once you
car.
get
Hold
Oh,
on.
what's
He's
going
in the
on
car.
here? What
No
is
chick.
this?
the dude getting in the
This
car.
is the chick. Dude's already in the car. The chick's over here on the side. Right out of the door. Gone.
Vinny looked like, what the hell was that? Damn,
One more
that's
time for
crazy.
those in the back.
So,
One more time for those in the back. One more time. One more time. Sorry, I ain't trying to break up y'all's conversation, but this shit happened. See?
So
He's
they
in the
get
car.
in. Look at
And
him.
now look at my eyes. There she is. They talking about, well, you shouldn't have slapped me. Well, you shouldn't have drop kicked me on the beach. Yada yada yada. Then
wow.
dude's like, okay, sorry, bro. I gotta go. There you go. Thank you.
Well, the dude also
30
had an
cent
open
ride.
container.
Hey, that's
The
that
dude
30
also had
cent
an open
ride.
container.
Yup,
Okay,
yup.
I just wanted to prove a point. I just wanted to prove a point
So
that
there
it
you,
happens.
there you
Y'all
there
can
you
continue
go.
by
Hey, my little sister just asked a question. She was talking about, keeping the car seats in the trunk and charging a rental fee or whatever, a usage. I don't know. Has anybody ever tried to do something like that? Say, hey, I'm gonna charge you a $5 rental fee. Yeah, I gotta cancel your ride, or I'll just charge you $5. You can use the car seat that I got in the back. I mean, it's a quick way to make money
I
for a lot of people that ain't got car seats.
That's true, but
I
then
have
I'd be
actually
worried that
I have a
because
bad
it's
idea.
connected to my Uber or Lyft, like I try not to do anything
Fuck, I missed
that
another
affects the
reservation.
ride, right? So it's
Yeah.
like if I'm asking for extra money outside of that, I wouldn't want them to then go back and call Uber or Lyft and say, "Oh yeah, they charged me extra, said I had to pay extra, or else they wouldn't give me the ride."
Shit, I
Yeah, but you
charge
can
outside the app
no
all
no
the
no no
time.
no. Wait, hold on. You can sell products. You can sell your own products.
You can sell your
Okay,
own
Online.
service.
right.
Yeah,
That's
it's a
true. That's
service.
true.
You selling
That's
a
true.
service
Yeah.
pretty much. If somebody say, hey,
Okay.
can you pick me up instead of there? Can you just come down here and pick me up?
No, that's a
Extra
good
10
point. Yeah.
bucks.
Yeah.
No,
Now, if you were
I
to
retract my
cancel the
statement.
ride and then do your own fare, then
Yeah.
by cutting
Yeah.
Uber or Lyft out the way, then that's a different story. But
Because
no,
Right.
Uber
if you're
might be
selling your
happy you did that.
services, if
They
you're
might be
selling
like, man,
something,
we glad you keep a spare car seat in the back because you'd
yeah.
have to cancel that ride and we would have
Let me
lost
ask you a question.
$24 on that.
Let me ask you a
So
question. But I got to put this out there.
Let's hear it.
That $5 that you just charged for that rental for that car seat.
Yeah.
If there's an accident, if something goes wrong, you are now liable for that damn car seat. And
How's
if that
that?
car seat,
Well, Uber's
because
liable
you
because
because
Uber
you
that's Uber's
provided a
no,
car
passenger.
seat for the
Uber is
kid.
not liable. Why do you
Well,
think Uber does not offer it to all people? Offer it to drivers to
Wait
carry
a
a car seat?
second. Wait a second. Wait a second.
let's
Go
hear it.
right ahead.
I have to intervene
I'm ready
there.
for your
I have to
ass.
Let's
intervene
hear
there.
Good.
There
Next time I
are
got a fire extinguisher.
there are some areas that offer a special type of Uber Black that
Yes,
specifically has a
Orlando
car
has.
seat.
Orlando has that.
Yes.
They also yes, but I'm telling you, if they are not offering it to you, it's because the insurance is too expensive in your market or not worth offering that car rental seat.
So what if
Because
somebody
they
walks up to your car with the car seat?
good to go because it's their car seat. You are not supplying the product.
But what does the insurance cover? That's what I'm
Liability
saying. What does the insurance cover?
liability is not so say the car seat fails. You buy a car seat fails, kid gets hurt, right? Parents come after you. Well, you rented me that car seat.
It's
So you're
also
responsible
available in New
for that car
York.
seat.
You
But
go
how's
add it
the
at the
car seat gonna
company.
fail? Like
Just telling
if
you.
most
Just
people
I
know
mean,
how
it
to put a car
happens.
seat in. Car
Hey,
seats
it
fail.
happens. Products fail. Cars fail. Like the
But
safety
listen,
features
but
fail.
Cars do not fail. I ain't never heard of a
at the
car
end of the
break down in my
day,
fucking life. You out your
at
Come
the end
mind?
of
on,
the day, at the end of the
Andrew.
day, you have a car seat.
He said cars fail. Bullshit. You show me a car that ever broke down. Cars last
Because
forever.
I was like, what are you talking about? Cars fail all the time.
Motherfucker, you a
You,
mechanic.
no, no, you have me 100%.
Hey,
Miss,
well, sue the
Miss
car seat
Steph,
company if it malfunctions. Like if the car seat
That's what I
malfunctions.
was saying. Yeah, that's a
Um, a
hold
a
on.
car
I
seat
have mixed
malfunction is not a good, you know,
it's not,
not a
but
I
good
that
have
would
look
be
for
on
them.
the
extensive
company. If you installed it
experience.
correctly,
Right,
that would
right.
be
On
on
the
the
car
company.
seat company.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
I
cribs,
have
baby
Yeah,
cribs
that's an
get sued all the
example.
time. They recall cribs, recall car seats. So if the car
But,
seat
but
failed, would you have a claim against that car seat manufacturer?
yes, them
Yes.
too.
Yes, you
Them
would.
also
Mm.
listen, I have extensive knowledge of how liability insurance and liabilities work, especially in the state of Florida from the trade I came out of. Trust me when I tell you, everybody gets sued.
I
Everybody.
believe it. I believe it.
Look, and they don't bring them all together.
They sue them
Everybody individually
individually. Yeah.
gets sued.
Yeah,
Gets
yeah.
sued, gets sued.
So if
So
somebody
just
comes
gotta
and sues you because,
be careful.
but see, Richard, this is where subrogation comes in. What subrogation is insurance companies suing each other. Like nobody sues you personally. They're suing your insurance. Your insurance deals with their insurance. They're doing paperwork behind the scenes all the time. So that's what, like when somebody hit me, I just say, hey, this is their insurance company. This is my insurance company. I just sit and wait on the check. So it don't bother me because I know if I'm in the right, it don't matter if I'm being sued or not. It doesn't matter because my insurance company has attorneys. They're going to say, hey, Jeff, here's $11,000 check. You were right. Because they fight in court. I don't have to even go to court unless they need a witness. But usually they just use police reports and shit like that. And it's a done deal.
Mm.
I've won a $25,000 lawsuit
well,
from the Hertz Insurance from Hartford Insurance. I didn't even have an attorney. All I did was just sent them an email, showed them my car. The dentist that ran into me sent them sent Hartford their police report and everything else. Hartford was like, before we go to court, we'll just pay you max at what this claim is. I was like, that's fine. So they totaled out my little silver ass Mercedes. I never had to go to court. Subrogation, insurance companies talking to insurance companies, and they just cut me a check in the end.
So you know what I'm interested in here? I guess Flo Baruqua? No, that's not Baruqua. Anyway, so FB, right? Uber provides a car seat for Uber drivers and charges customer for it. Drivers get paid $7 extra for the ride. So I'm just wondering if the city, the taxi limo commission up there, if they have to have X amount of vehicles available with car seats, if it's one of their rules and regulations, just like the taxi's got to have X amount of handicap equipped type
Exactly.
vehicles,
Exactly.
vans to move in and out, and then the driver is getting paid the extra $7 to carry the car seat. That's cool. I'm hoping that's what it is. But like I said, they have Uber car seat in Orlando. They don't have it down here.
And as long, like Tassie says, as long as you have a car seat that's made within the last 2, 3 years, you should be good to go. They change because of the way the car seats and stuff fit in the car. You can't have a 10, 15-year-old car seat in your fucking car. You're going to be dinged for it right off the bat because they have expiration dates on them. You have to make sure it is
Yeah.
a newer certified
Right?
car seat.
Okay.
Joseph
And
Vela
the
is
reason
damn.
why
illegal.
I say that, and the reason why I say that about New York City is because the same thing in Orlando. The reason why you don't have Uber Black in Orlando anymore is because it's required livery plates to be a black car service in Orlando. Where in Miami it's not. You just change the name from Black to Premier and you skirt the government. So
Smart shit.
just wanted to put all
Yeah,
that
that's
out there
what
in
fucking
case y'all
sucks
didn't
about
know.
Uber Black in Chicago. You gotta have plates to do black rides.
That's right. And I'm sure in that
In
respect that's why they
California,
gotta offer car seats on
in
X amount of
California,
cars.
you have to have the TCP number, which comes from the PUC, which runs you through and gets your vehicle weighed. Well, you have to go and get your vehicle weighed, pulls the records from the DMV, and you get drug tested.
So if you get the TCP from the TVV and you got the LA from the DMV without the TPP, then do you have the PPP with the CCT?
No, because you have to get
Fucking
the
Stephen,
GED,
what are
which
you
comes from
saying?
the NYC, which is the GBB.
You got a PP?
Yeah, yeah, you know me.
Like Stephen was like, you got to get the TCP from the TPP. And I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? Stephen be losing me.
You know,
Steven be
I
knowing
had
his
to
shit
look.
though.
I
He
had
know
to
his shit. Steven know his shit.
look
Yo,
over these forums over and over trying to figure out, is there a way I could get past this so I could do Uber Black and make the Uber Black money? So I'm
Yeah, so you
looking
know
at this
all that
over
shit.
and
Yep,
over and
yep,
over, and it's like, no, there's just no way.
yep. Hey,
oh man, all
sometimes
right.
man, that was hilarious. Steven be
So
going, boy.
so
Steven be.
Mars 002, 002. We need to get into this passenger canceling rides to get a better car big time. Man, I
He
don't
said,
even
"You that one,
know how.
OPP?"
I wouldn't even know how to go about. You can't. How do you stop it?
I
How do you
know it.
stop it? It's
Because
happened to
they
me
within
plenty.
2 minutes, and that's the sad thing. We be on our fucking way to them. We be driving towards them, and they go, "Bling."
You want to know how you solve that problem? Get a better car, because I don't got that problem, baby.
No, but I'm saying they do that all the time for no reason. They just do it.
Brandon, I can't see you,
Excuse
Brandon.
me, 1 second. Hold on. I'm having some technical difficult. I'm having some technical difficulty. What? I don't know what happened. Having a little
Brandon,
bit of
can't hear you.
technical difficulty.
I think you got hacked
I
by the FAA, Brandon. Come back later.
That's all I gotta say. You know, like there's this guy who made a comment about, oh, why don't you drive an Acura MDX? And I was like, well, if you want to do the bare minimum, get the hell out of here.
I'm telling you.
Hey, uh,
No,
but
but
to
they be
this is
hoping that they get like a SUV show up because you know how Lyft be pushing cars up and giving people like the one guy I picked up one time said because he had that Lyft Pink thing, he ended up getting an SUV. He put in for regular Lyft, but there was no regular Lyft in this area, so they gave him the SUV. So they be doing that shit. They be trying to get better cars like that all the time. They try to order the dirt cheap and then get a really nice car. It's like, come on, man, quit doing people like that.
yep,
so
yep,
with
yep.
the yeah, the handicap
Go ahead,
cars.
Vinny.
Hey,
Oh,
watch with Uber and their Tesla rentals. People are destroying the cars. They're destroying
Oh
your
yeah,
cars.
oh yeah.
And my Uber Tesla rentals, I have seen that they rent the cars out to people, and then they're dirty. And then
yeah.
when the guys go to
Oh,
wash
Vinny,
them,
check this
they're
out.
damaged all over the place, and they'll
I
get you
found
for
it.
it.
Yep, I believe
Um,
that.
beyond. So my answer to your question about, he says if you guys had around 30 to 40K to get a car to do Uber XL, Uber Black, and Lux, what would you choose?
For
Now,
Yeah,
30K.
caddy.
my 30 to 40. My go-to is the QX60, but that doesn't cover for Black on Uber.
I
So
say a
you'd have to.
BMW X5.
It gets you Premiere down here.
Vinny,
There is
check
no
out
black.
Discord.
The only thing, all right, give me 1 second. The
Yeah.
only thing that QX60 doesn't qualify for down here
It's prettiness.
is the Uber Premier SUV, but it gives you all the platforms on Lyft. And I'll say it again for
Yes.
Richie in the back because if I don't, he's going to start blowing up my phone, which I've already got on silent. Okay,
Uh,
Infinity has the best mileage warranty in the business on
Nissan.
their vehicle.
What about Hyundai?
No, Infinity, unlimited mileage, full bumper to bumper warranty,
Hyundai.
unlimited mileage.
I think Brandon told me check.
Unlimited? Unlimited. If you buy a new
Unlimited, bro. Unlimited.
Brandon,
If you buy, listen to me now. Listen to me now. If you
uh,
buy a certified used Infinity QX60 or QX80, right? You get the unlimited mileage, full bumper to bumper warranty. Unlimited mileage. If the
Shout out to
headlights go,
QX80.
new headlights. If the engine goes, new engine. Transmission. I know people who have them and have had that done. Richard Berger, who's in our chat, who's always that's my boy, that's my older brother. I never had and goddamn it didn't need. Okay, he has had the rear AC compressor replaced twice.
Damn.
He has had headlights done, AC compressor up front done. Another friend of ours, Thomas Mann, he's had the entire engine powertrain completely yanked and a brand new, not used, brand new one put in. You cannot beat that mileage
so
warranty.
what you telling me is that Nissans are made by IKEA and the shit's gonna break as soon as you start driving it. I'm just kidding.
I'm
Everybody's like, wait a fucking minute.
let's see. All right. So
It's like
no
you
car
need a
seat
warranty with that.
till I have
But
my LLC. You ain't
uh,
wrong, Jay. You ain't wrong.
Yeah.
Go
well,
ahead.
and then one more. So what did Kushnod get?
Oh, he got the XTS. So I got the
Okay,
CTS. He
so
got the XTS.
so I don't
Still a
know
full
what
respect.
SUV would qualify for everything, including black. But at least if you can give up XL, you can get the car that he just said, and that will qualify for black. But you won't get XL. So
Depends
just so you
what
know,
area
Oh,
is he in.
only he's in LA. The only
LA with
problem with
me.
that is only problem with that. I always got to keep. I got to put this out there. What he has in a year or two ain't going to be on the platform anymore. I don't know what year he
Yeah.
got. It looks like it was like a 17. I think it was a
Right,
17.
right. Well, I mean,
Could have been
you
an
can
8.
get a newer one. Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to pay off that 40 grand. So unless if you're single and living in Jeff's backyard, you can do that in a
Clean up
year.
after the
It's
dogs.
only money, right? If your name is Kiera or Bree, and you're doing that car life by choice, you can do that. But if you're married with a couple kids, paying off a $40,000 car ain't that easy.
Nah.
So it's something you got to consider.
Yeah.
It truly is something you have to consider. The year of the car makes the difference.
Oh yeah.
It
And
ain't got to be
just
new.
like Beyond Nine says, you
Don't
know,
get
They're like
you got these legs.
brand new.
But his main question was just looking at, okay, what cars qualify, which, by the way, in a couple of months could change drastically. We don't know what cars are still going to be on the list, so that's another thing to
yeah,
look. And also, cars are
Another one
dumping in
to
price right now, so maybe
big time.
if you can be patient over these next couple of months and into when they make the new list, you don't know what car might qualify for all the things that you want to do. So and you can possibly get that car much cheaper. So
yeah,
I
yeah.
100%.
mean, even Model X's, Tesla Model X's, you got a bunch of them that are dropping under 80K. So
Yeah, those are like 2017s though.
no, I was looking at a 2017 that was 50K.
What?
That's nuts.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
All right. So beyond nines,
With
his
3
question
accidents.
is: all of you guys on stream drive nice cars. Thank you, sir. All right,
Oh,
I'm assuming it's a guy. I could be wrong. If it's a young lady, I'm sorry. Thank you, ma'am.
Ron, right? Ron is still
Do
in the
you
Tesla.
guys? Yeah, he just went and got a Tesla rental. I wish he was with us tonight. Do you guys feel like driving the car you have was worth it compared to a used Prius? Depends on your goals.
And your
I'm going to be
market.
straight up. I'm going to be straight up with you. The
Yeah.
only reason that I bought the XT6 was because I have a private service. And with that private service, I was catering to a lot higher end people.
Yeah.
And I needed that particular vehicle because it checked off all the boxes for me. That's the difference. If I wasn't in that business, if I wasn't catering to the people I catered to, like I could die to do again this Friday, if I wasn't catering to those people, I probably would not have pulled the trigger on that truck. That's just
Market.
being straight up.
And
Yep.
so similar for me, I probably would have got a lot less expensive vehicle if I was not planning on using this long term. I got the advantage of it being a 2022, so I've got almost all the time I could possibly get in the world on getting a new car. And then but I keep business cards and I talking to people and making deals all the time in order to make this more of a business than just using rideshare. It's not just rideshare.
Yeah.
It's also the opportunity to give private clients rides. Like I'm about this next morning, I'm gonna be giving one more person a ride. LAX private clients. They want to know what vehicle that they're gonna get, and they have a good relationship with me. They'd rather give that business to me than just have a random person come pick them up. You know.
100%.
Yeah. And see, and that's, I bought mine because it matched my Jeep. That's it. I was like, holy shit, an orange BMW? I want that fucking car. So I went and bought it. And then I put it on rideshare. And it's been fun ever since. But it's funny because the market I live in, there's a lot of people here that drive BMWs and Porsches and Mercedes and shit. So it's a good talking topic. When we ride, we
Yeah.
always talking about stuff like that. So
Same for me.
I get tips. Yeah, I get tips a lot just off of people talking about, their 911 or Carrera sitting in the garage with the fucking big ass tires like this big on the back.
Yeah.
It's this the market I'm in. There's a lot of exotic cars here. We got, the Uruses. There's 10 Uruses on the street everywhere you go. Everybody's got a Lambo Urus out here. That's just how Phoenix is set up. So when they have a car like this pulling up, they're like, it's already on their level because I pull up to their house and it's like it's on their level as far as a like a rideshare car would be. A car they would own, their cars cost about 3 times as much as my car. So for them to be picked up in a $40,000 car, they feel better than it being picked up. But like I said, it's the market. It has nothing to do with like my preference on wanting a really, really nice car. I just like the color of it. That was it. So I bought it and it just happened to work out. Just like shit just worked out. That's all.
To answer,
Brandon,
I'll take a
Brandon,
Prius.
to answer Flo's
Brandon.
question, the absolutely most ridiculous, over-the-top SUV that you can buy that qualifies for Uber Black and Lyft Black is a Bentley Bottega. If you have no limit on your wallet, that is the most expensive SUV you can buy to do rideshare.
Why?
And they be giving you rides for like $2.62.
Oh my God, Brandon! I'm gonna send you a new key light too. I know it's getting bad up there in Chicago. He got the lights turned off.
Exactly.
All
Hey,
right,
I'm with Jay though. I'm with Jay. I'd go with a 7 Series. If it was up to me, if I really wanted a rideshare Beamer, I would go with a 7 Series. I would.
Yeah. So as I've mentioned before in the Discord, the
Yeah.
2019 BMW 7 Series has crashed extremely hard. It's lost nearly $40,000 in value in the last 6 months. So if you're in the market for a high-end vehicle that's super cheap right now,
7
look at
Series.
the 2019 7 Series.
Crazy.
When I was looking, maybe this is a mistake, but I did find a 750i, no accidents, go for with under 50,000 miles, going for $38,000. That is
Prices are insane, and they're still going down. They're still going because this is what's going on. You've got even my car. The guy didn't even pay down maybe $10,000 off this car before I bought it from him.
Vinny blowed it up.
He probably got more on the trade-in. To just get rid of.
So he bought himself the Rivian. He bought himself the Rivian. He already had it, but he was getting rid of this car.
Real quick, this I just because one of the people, my apprentice in the Discord, said that livery drivers were accepting basic rides. I requested a basic XL near my apartment, and a GMC Yukon with livery plates accept that request.
Damn.
So this to show you how dead it is right now in Chicago. That you got
they just trying to pay gas money right now.
People who do Black XL and pay for commercial insurance and to have those livery plates are accepting basic rides, which is forcing people like me to go down from Lux Black and Lux all the way down to Uber X.
Oh, I was online last night for 8 hours. Like I said, I was online for about 8 hours. I drove for about 5 of those 8. I only hit like $250. In 8 hours, I could make $400 easy, and I only did Lux the whole time. It was just nothing out there. it was like I'm sitting there like, come on. I was sitting in Jack in the Box forever.
And for some reason, I think you're doing it on purpose. Yeah, I see it. So in Austin, I get Black except for Uber. Uber does not give me Uber Black.
Well, you get Premier.
Yeah, I get Premier, which is they keep saying that it's the same as Uber Black.
It's either Premier or Black. You're not gonna have a city with both, unfortunately.
Correct. But the Tesla, I got Premier.
But there's cars that will qualify for Premier that will not qualify for Black. So.
Correct.
Yeah.
But here I don't have. There is no Uber Black here. As far as I understand, there's no Uber Black here in Austin.
And there's the warranty on the Infinity. All right,
6 years
another
unlimited mileage.
Yep, 6 years unlimited mileage. I mean, you can't beat that.
Yep.
You can beat the shit out of that truck.
Yep.
And you're gonna be all right.
All right. Tahoe. I would say Tahoe.
Suburban or Tahoe?
Tahoe, Yukon, Denali, Tahoe. I will go with those. That Suburban is you better already have some clients lined up. If you don't have clients lined up already, that Suburban is top of the line, already ready to roll.
Tahoe does not qualify for Premier SUV or Black SUV.
What?
That depends on the area.
Suburban does.
You're kidding.
No, I'm serious.
Keep in mind.
Yeah.
Keep in mind. the
Let me
Suburban
check.
has more room than the Tahoe.
Yeah, I know that because the Suburban is like way longer. Yeah, but I don't
No.
Yeah.
believe a Tahoe is bigger than like a Porsche, or a Tahoe's bigger than
You
like
cannot, you cannot get
I'll look it up at least
a
for the
Sedona
California
van or
market right
whatever they
now.
got, Sienna van. I think a Tahoe's bigger than those Sienna vans.
I can promise you, there's not a single area in the country where a Tahoe qualifies for black SUV.
I think
Right.
so because there's a
No,
lot
that's
of them
right.
out
Yeah.
here. Well, it don't.
No. And it doesn't qualify for black either here.
What? No.
Yep.
A
trying to tell
Tahoe,
you.
Tahoe.
man. People are getting ripped.
Tell you.
People are getting ripped. Them Tahoes are nice as hell, and they gotta
Yeah,
ride
here
basic.
it
You gotta
only
just do
qualifies for
XL.
comfort here.
Damn.
And Uber XL. That's it.
Wow. Wow. Yeah, I'd be pissed. I'd be pissed. Because that's a nice truck to only be able to do XL and comfort. Man,
Well,
that Suburban is top of the line though. You gotta already have some shit lined up. You gotta know your market really well. You gotta be ready to hit the ground running because that is a very expensive
Oh, you know
truck,
what?
but that is not no grocery shopping ass truck. That is like specifically for
Grocery shopping ass
highline
truck.
clients. For
hey,
real.
it's called a
No,
grocery
hold
hauler,
on.
though.
That was
Suburban's back then called grocery haulers.
Man, they be going to Walmart. I'm like, I'm not doing no $8 ride, no $100,000 car. No, no. Like, you're not
All
putting
right.
groceries in my
Fish
Suburban.
on. Fish on. Thank you for stopping by,
Oh.
brother. We appreciate it. Jay
Yeah,
is
yeah.
spot on. This is what we're preaching. Wait till March or April before you buy a car.
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
Anyway.
Prices
So
are
what else
technically
we got
down
going?
right
So
now.
wait. On the
Yeah, Suburbans
Tahoe,
are
scratch
gas
what I
eaters.
said.
Suburbans are nuts. Suburbans, they drink. Do the new Suburbans, like, as far as fuel economy goes, what are the new Suburbans running like? Because I don't know any specs on them.
Ooh, I don't know.
Well,
My
What do you mean?
so it depends on
Did
the
you hear what I
engine.
said about the Tahoe?
They make
What
Suburbans.
about
They
it?
make
No,
Suburbans
go
with
ahead.
V6.
What about it, Steven?
The Tahoe. So I somehow was in India, and I was in Inland Empire. So in the Tahoe in Los Angeles does qualify for black, just black, not black X and then Uber XL, no SUV.
Hmm.
Same thing in
Dang, that's
Miami.
crazy.
Yeah.
Qualifies for Premier, but not Premier SUV.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
because
you get away with the Tahoe all the way up on Lyft. So
Right.
Lyft kind of gave us all a break on the Lux Black
Yes.
XL. They gave us all a break on
Same
that.
thing for the same thing
So-
for the XT6.
To add to
Yes,
what I was saying
Because
before.
I got to take a shot. I got to take
Oh,
a shot
okay.
at Chicago,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna come back to you, and I'm gonna let you do your thing. But yes, I understand that, Brandon. But look up your Porsche, Brandon. Your Porsche would run the exact same platforms as my XT6 down here.
Mhm.
Would it not?
yes, it would.
That's what the
I-
hell I
It
thought.
would.
So-
Shut the hell up with that damn
I
Porsche.
got that because I wanted to do top of the line service.
Sure. Well,
Super fast.
That's what it was.
So-
It ain't had to do shit to do with service. It had all to do with go faster. He just wanted to go faster.
To
We've
go
seen
back
your
to the
cruising driving reports, sir.
Yeah. Some big back
go back
wheels
to the
on there.
previous-
Slide.
question about
There it
would I still buy this car if I didn't have Lyft, where Lyft was giving me Lyft Lux and Lyft Lux Black, I would not have bought this car. I would have bought something else.
Yeah.
Having a paid off Prius or having something that would qualify for XL, that was a decent hybrid that wasn't super expensive like the Siennas are, would be amazing. I'd rather do something like that.
Yeah,
Because
Siennas are
I'd be
nice.
saving on gas. Plus, since I can't access the higher tiers anyway, because like is dealing with in his area where a bunch of his stuff, you can't even do black without having livery plates, right? Or livery, whatever.
Yeah.
So if
but
I didn't have access to that, here, then I would have got a car that was for Uber X and XL,
Yep.
or pay off a Prius real quick and then just make pure profit off of it.
Or you
Is
can get
it?
a Chrysler Pacifica plug-in hybrid.
Nah,
They
no,
have
thank you.
You could.
No
You
Chrysler.
could. You just couldn't go to the gym acting like you're all badass.
Exactly.
You know.
Come out, open the door, goddamn soccer ball fall out.
You know. I love my. one that says "I love my wife" sticker on the back windshield. You got all the little street kids, you know.
I know you got the little icon with the kids and the family, with the dog at the end,
Of course.
cat at the very end.
Disney ears hanging from the rearview mirror, you know. Disney World. Do you guys still take Uber X rides, or do you feel like you're losing money when you have a car with a bunch of better ride options?
Sounds like a branding question.
Do not take X.
Vinny.
End the discussion.
Vinny.
I do X, but the X has to be high paying. I'll do high paying X rides. I do high paying $30 X rides. Yeah, I'll do a high paying X ride.
30 plus, I'll take it.
This is where Para comes
I just did a $20 for 6 mile Uber X ride the other night because it had a $10 surge attached to it.
Exactly.
Like it took me 3 miles to get to them and 6 miles to take them where they was going, and they paid me $20.
For everyone watching, if you didn't know, UberX is the only ride type out of all platforms that has an extreme price variance, meaning that it can range anywhere from $15 all the way up to $45. It just depends on how many people decline that ride. Believe me,
I have to cut
when
in
I
there.
say I've gotten an UberX ride that paid me $35 to go a half mile, I'm not exaggerating.
He's not lying.
I have to cut in. Yeah, I have to cut in on you on that one because you say comfort doesn't have the extreme variance, but I have seen it here, and I think it comes down to when how often those ride types are getting selected in your area. So maybe
the UFO keeps messing with them.
Get the picture.
Comfort rides come in 60 plus.
Yeah. See, that's what it is, man. Is that extreme price variance? You know, like what Brandon says. Lyft don't do that. Lyft will just push it up to the next platform. It'll keep sending it up to a higher platform. Uber won't. They'll say if they ordered X, it's going to stay on X, but it's going to be a very expensive X.
There have been times
the driver gets paid a lot.
There have been times where I'm on black only on Lyft, and then I got someone who said that they ordered Lyft Wait and Save.
Yep. They do it all the time because they'll just push it up. But UberX, they won't. They'll cap you out. So UberX is good. Like you said, we were talking earlier about apps to use like Maestro and Par and all that. Brandon, if you go to Brandon's page, go to Chicago Lux Drivers page, look at how the Par app is set up and all of that stuff. Trust me, you will look at UberX in a totally different light. You will not look at it as cheap rides. You won't look at it as cheap rides.
To do UberX one weekend, and he will see the light.
Yeah. Trust me, I have mine on UberX. I got Par on my phone, baby.
And the crazy thing is, I've had UberX's $60 an hour, rides. So you can definitely get them, especially.
I have mine set at $60 an hour. $60 an hour, $3 a mile, and I think $25 is my minimum ride right now. I got it set. I'm just ready to hit. I'm ready to go.
My miles never usually get that high as far as the amount. But in my market, in my area, it's more time. It could be down the street, but the problem is how much time is it going to take you to get down the street? You know?
Yeah, see, I have mine set up to only 5 miles away. No more than 5 miles away, up to a 100-mile trip. So the most I'll drive is 100 miles with mine. So I'm going to see what's going to happen, though. I'm going to see what's going to happen. But like I said, UberX, you've got to know how to use UberX to make money. UberX is chess. It's not checkers. It's chess. You got to know how to use UberX.
I have lowered my standards to X. But
you increase your standard to X. When you get $30 for a half mile, I'm telling you, there ain't no other platform paying you that. You got to look at that extreme price variance, man. Extreme price variance.
I've been canceling rides, and I only go to X under certain circumstances. If it's surging, or if I know it's gonna be busy or something like that, I'll go to UberX because it's when the rides are gonna be higher. So I usually try to choose,
Well, see, and this is what I learned about UberX. If you don't use Par, if you try to do instant decline all the time, like how I do, the people who are using Par are getting the higher paying rides, and you're stuck declining all the crap rides all the time. I don't know how it works.
Nerd.
I'll see a $35 ride pop up, and before you hit it, it'll say matching, it'll spin, and it'll give it to the other driver. I'm like, damn it! I'm like, there isn't Par.
It's like you're in a busy area. My Uber app says you're in a busy area. I was like, no, I'm not.
Nah,
I haven't got a
it'd
call
be
in
like
20
matching
minutes.
with driver. It's giving it to that par driver. That I'm like, I hit it at the same time, and it'll give it to them every time. Like,
Hmm.
damn it, I had that. I had that. It's like,
All right.
but yeah,
So there was a question here that we need to answer for at I'm not going to say the name. The Penny Project. That's what I'm gonna call you,
yeah,
bro.
yeah. Penny, yep. I think Penny, she's in what's her name in Phoenix too.
All right. So she wants to use just comfort. So you have to go into your preferences on the Uber app. It should be the lower left-hand corner. Looks like a little adjustment scale. Click on that. It should bring up all your ride types and just unselect the rides you don't want to do.
Yeah,
So I don't know if in your market, is she there with you, Jeff? Is she in
yeah.
your
I think
market?
she's in Phoenix. Yep, yep.
Okay. So I don't know if you can separate
Pull your
X
app up on the
from
screen.
comfort or not.
Oh, Damon, this is. I'm a dude. Damon, I'm a boy. Damon. Like Cat Williams said, I'm a boy. Damon. We've been saying I'm a Damon, I'm a boy.
Okay.
Don't touch
Listen,
me.
listen,
Holy
listen.
cow! I got
The
your
Penny
truck.
Yeah.
Project.
Jay,
Wait.
Jay, you're wrong. Model
Wait a minute.
Y doesn't
Wait.
qualify for
Time out.
everything.
Time out. Time out. Time out. Time out.
Ooh,
Time out.
hold
Time
up.
out. Time out. I got it straight. Hey, Penny Project.
Let's hear
I
it.
only said her because Jeff said her. That's the only reason I said her.
I said
I
I was
didn't.
hurt. I said hurt, man. H-U-R-T. I'm hurt, man. It's hurt. My
Oh
feelings is
my
hurt. My feelings is
god.
hurt.
Oh my god. Hey, so I apologize. Apologies.
Yeah, my
Oh,
bad. My bad.
Jay,
My bad.
Jay, the Model Y only qualifies for black. It does not qualify for black SUV, so it does not qualify for
Mm.
everything.
Damn. It's not big enough. It's not big enough. Okay. Somebody was just asking, Vinny, are there any other rideshare endorsements besides Allstate available in South Florida? Yeah, Buckle.
Man, I wish I
BUCKL.
had Buckle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I keep hearing
Buckle.
about
It'll
that. It's
save
only
you a
available in so
ton
many
of
areas.
money. I'm
Yeah,
saving
I
Buckle is here.
I
I'm
pay
spending $120 a
$600.
month.
I pay $600
Hold on,
a
hold on.
month for insurance because I don't have a cheap company here.
Hey, Wes is
California.
in
Okay,
Phoenix
hold on.
too.
Hold
Oh,
on. Hold on.
This is bar
Steven,
doesn't work on
that's your
whack-a-mole.
damn
That's funny.
fault. That's your damn fault. Because if you just slid a little bit southeast, you could be over there in the cheap seats with my homie over there, right? The shiny
Hey,
guy over
I
there that's
took the
getting me an
light down.
automatic
the
transmission.
Suave guy,
Yeah. Brandon,
Rico.
Rico
Brandon,
Suave.
Are you using Buckle?
Hell yeah, I am.
And what's your assessment of them in 30 seconds or less?
I did have I did have a claim filed because I got into a fender bender near United Arena. Um, they work pretty much just like any other insurance company. It's basically it's like a third party entity, but the actual insurance is provided by another insurance company. But
Okay,
this entity
they're
is
like a broker
specialized.
almost.
They specialize specifically with Lyft and Uber, and the reason why they're able to get the rates so low is because they have a deal with Uber and Lyft to where if you have that insurance, then Uber and Lyft are not don't have to pay anything out of insurance. It's going to go straight to them.
But Uber and Lyft
So
still charge you the insurance portion of the customer payment, though. Yeah, if you have Buckle,
not for
they
me.
should be. So you get more of the payment because you have Buckle. Because whenever I look at the customer payment, when I used to be able to see the customer
No,
payment on Uber, it will be a huge chunk for insurance taken out. I'm like, Jesus Christ, that's like $200, $300 a day in insurance I'm paying just for giving rides to people. $300 a day times 30 days is like $9 grand a month I'm paying in insurance. It's like,
no
jeez.
Sean,
that's the cost that you have to pay. I don't have to pay that.
Yeah, yeah, I'm telling you. LTO, thanks, brother. Thanks, brother. Yeah,
Hey,
but hey, in West's grocery store, he's renting a Tesla too, and he's got what $1,000 this week already. And this is like the middle of the week, and he's already at $1,000. He's gonna hit 2 Gs. He's gonna hit 2 Gs.
For whatever reason, I can't get my app to load on my desktop. This is the first time, so something's going on.
Jay, yeah,
Uh
the
oh.
XT6 qualifies for Lux Black XL.
I was
12 hours.
going to show you how to adjust the settings. Jay, yes, XT6. Oh, he just answered that. Yes, I
She,
get Lyft Flux Black XL. Ask
Hey,
Brandon
I'll
if I
see you,
get Lyft
West.
Flux Black
Now,
Make
XL.
that money, brother.
Motherfucker's making
someone did
$17 to go
mention,
half mile.
well, someone did mention that Uber
Wait,
Black
wait, wait, wait,
X.
wait, 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 wait. I want to hear Brandon say that one more time. Say that, Brandon, again.
You got paid
What was that?
$17 to go half mile without surge.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, cool,
Go ahead,
West.
Eddie.
I'll see you in
What was
Gilbert.
you
I'm
saying,
always
Eddie?
in Gilbert.
So somebody said that I think that you get Uber Black if you have commercial insurance. I think he's right.
not here.
What was
Um,
the question again?
I don't know who it was. I read it and I kind of just I was browsing through, so many people asking
The
questions.
requirements for
Yeah,
black are different in every city.
Correct.
county,
So in
county.
my city, someone
County too.
said, someone told me that if I was to get commercial insurance on my car and then register it through, register the insurance and give the insurance to Uber, then they'll give me Uber Black.
No, they won't
But then
because Uber
again,
Black's not available in Texas.
correct.
Yeah.
So, and that's what I keep telling them, and they were like, no. It's like, all right. So I gotta try to believe it, so I can't really say, but I did hear
All right.
that that's how I'll be
All
able
right.
to get
Let's give
Uber
a
Black.
shout out real quick to El Tio Anonymous for the $5 super chat. We appreciate you, my brother.
We appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Here in Orange County, doing DoorDash and Eats, $1.50, $2 per. I'm assuming that's per minute
It was
or per
penny.
mile. Are paying the bills, and only Fridays and Saturdays are good for Uber and Lyft. That's called a pivot. That's how you pivot.
Yep.
You got to go where the money is and what's best for you, what's going to make you the most money in the least amount of mileage or time. And then, when it's time to hit it hard, whether it be for Uber or Lyft, that's when you jump on it.
That's
That's the
it.
whole pivot. That's why
Yep.
that's why every one of us on this platform or on this podcast push finding alternate
Other
streams of income,
other gigs.
Different
alternate
Yeah.
apps.
ways.
Oh,
And
by the way,
this way
let,
you ain't
let
got to
me.
do it full time.
I'm gonna give because I do follow him. I asked something Sean.
Freezing up.
I
Follow who?
name something Sean. So he does these.
Who you talking
He gives apps other gigs that you can work on. So if you're looking to make like additional money and other stuff,
Oh, I know you're talking about.
I
Right, right.
something Sean or Sean of the damn it.
Shaun of the
Sean
Dead.
in town, and
Okay.
what he does is, I just came across the channel. I asked him if he could be in mine, but he said no because his channel has nothing to do with ride sharing. I was like, no, well, it has to do with gigs. People are looking for more ways to
Yeah.
make money, but he said no. So I was like, all right, that's no problem. But I have his channel. Hold on, let me pull it up. And he talks about different gigs. Where is he?
You gonna share it, or are we gonna
So
stand here and wait?
he talks about
Sean in town. Since Sean in town.
he talks
Yeah, because
about
Jay has a question.
short in town. He talks about gigs. See, VHO. This is where I got VHO. Luggage companies, which is going to be Rody. All right, Rody is another one, and
Yeah.
also he gives you ideas on basically a whole bunch of other apps. The whole medical is a big thing with transporting medical equipment from one place
Medical.
to
Yep.
the other. Yep,
Yep.
because ever since the pandemic, everybody's going, everybody's hiring couriers
Well,
to do
logistics.
this job.
Remember, logistics is screwed. Logistics is really
Yep.
messed up right now. A lot of guys are
Yep.
selling their trucks because they're not paying them enough to move goods. So it's a
Yeah.
big thing. Something you should definitely pay attention to, especially while there's companies that are willing to, to pay rideshare basically, or gig work in order to move around, whatever it might be.
The power of
So,
Paras.
I've been listening.
Thank
I've been
you,
watching
Jay.
for a while now. So the money is there. The money is out there. So if you guys need
If it
some
wasn't
additional
for
money,
Para,
I'm
I'd be in a lot
experimenting
of
No,
with
no,
it
go
trouble here
ahead.
in
too.
Chicago
So
right now.
Oh
Hold
yeah.
on, hold on. Eddie, what was that? Eddie, one more time.
that I'm experimenting with some of the companies. So I have applied to about
Hmm.
4
Okay.
companies. He does say that grab about 20 companies and apply for like all 20 of them. and because they've
Yeah.
been getting
Uh-huh.
filled, they've been getting filled. And I
Yeah,
might get in
Okay.
trouble for this because I've been hearing that a lot of people don't like to
facts,
talk
West.
about these
Facts.
companies because people tend to rush in.
Super Bowl.
Um, yeah.
And
But yeah, I've applied to
Okay.
some of the
So
companies. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
you applied to some of the companies, and you're
Yep.
gonna get back and you're gonna let everybody know in the community how they're working out.
all
Correct.
right.
I just need to get approved.
There you go.
So Jay asked about charging private clients. I don't know if you saw his question.
Oh yeah.
My
Wait.
minimum is
Uh,
$3 per mile.
Okay,
there you
Exactly.
go.
interesting.
That to them,
Ooh,
from them
shakalaka.
was the deal.
I
Mm.
I usually pull the address up looking based off of Uber and Lyft, and I'll charge them a little bit less than what Uber and Lyft will charge.
If you're driving a really, really, really nice vehicle,
Like an XG6.
then I like an XT6. I would I would definitely look at what your local limo and your local limo companies charge,
Mhm.
because they tend to be a little bit higher than Uber and
Yes.
Lyft. I don't base, and I got people who do this. They'll take, okay, what did Uber charge the rider for that ride, and say it's $100. They'll say, okay, I'll do it for 80 because they only got paid 60. But if a regular limo company, and I got a general idea of what these companies charge, might be charging $135, $140. You got to remember, dude, unlike when you're working on the apps,
It's a
when you're
private
doing
ride.
a private ride, you have to first of all take the time off in advance, right? You
Going.
got to give yourself at least an
Yep.
hour before the pickup time. You got to make sure that vehicle is top notch and squared away, that you're in proper repair and look decent, not a white t-shirt and some khaki pants, you know what I'm saying? And then you got to drive to that person. All
Yes.
Yeah.
that time, all that time is part of the private service
A
Yep.
hundred
because that's
percent.
a dedicated time and service. So I don't do it that way. I used to do it that way a few years ago. I don't do it that way now. And
I
and some people get mad at me, but you know what? They'll be all right.
no,
They'll be all right
Yeah, because I've
and
because
had
I
I
people
agree.
try that
actually
on me.
I, I agree with that. The only thing is, right now, while I'm still building out and I'm still building out my client list, I'd rather have the money coming into me than not getting that right at all. So for some people, depending on who it is that I'm driving, if it's a business, like there's one guy that got me in contact with their manager or the one that owns the company, and they need regular rides. So in that case, I'm going to charge differently than if I'm handing out my cards to different people that like that I have a Tesla and know that I give rides. So as I'm building out my clients, my rates will start going up along with having a certain level of clientele and where I'm picking them up, where I'm dropping them off, and yeah, of course, including the time it takes to get to them and everything else.
But just
Yeah.
just remember one thing in business. It's one thing in business, Stephen. You got to remember, bro. When you first get a new client, trust me, I'm telling you with all my
No.
heart. You first get a new client, you are teaching them from the very first moment how to treat you, which
That part.
include what
Pricing.
your
Pricing.
100%.
pricing
Like
starts.
I've always
Pricing
told people,
starts
and I've done that before. I've had people hit me up before, be like, "Hey man, can you come pick us up this and that for $25?" I'm like, dude, I'm like 20 minutes away from you for the. I'm
Mhm.
like, for $25, it's not even worth it because I gotta come to you, then I gotta turn around and take you to where you going. So it's like,
Yeah.
dude, no, tell me where you at, and that's how you do a private ride. This is not a buddy system where, hey man, can you come pick up? If you only gotta go two
Yeah.
miles, cool. But what if I have to go 20 miles to get to you? Now I gotta do all of that to come all the way back. So a lot of times I'm like, I'll give them the real. I'm like, well, this is what it's gonna cost for me to get there to there. You're probably better off using an app because I'm too
Right.
far from you. It's not gonna work out good for you.
I understand. Yeah.
Yep.
Hey, you see what Jay told Eddie, right?
Was
Please,
it?
Eddie, don't do any more $5 Lyft rides, please. I'll buy another ebook, but don't do them anymore, please.
Was
Yeah.
it?
I don't.
Wait,
$5.
Eddie, you're doing $5 Lyft rides?
Well, only if there's a surge. So if a $5 ride turns to a
Eddie,
15 with the
what the
surge, then I'll do it.
fuck?
Oh boy, here we go. Okay, okay. I don't want to get on.
Oh.
Every trip from SoFi Stadium, black SUV, Mr. Gambit, bro, Mr. Gambit. listen, I want to get you on the channel, bro.
Is SoFi up right now?
I want to bring you on the podcast next week if you're available, because I want to see Sergio really lose his y'all didn't hear Mr. Gambit the other day on or not Mr. Gambit, Sergio on his podcast the other day. You're cheating on me over there with Vinny.
Exactly.
I want to get him. I want to get Mr. Gambit on. Sergio says he's going to try to get on next week with us again, and that should be a good time. Anyway,
oh yeah.
What else we got here? $300, $400 short trip, long trip. You ain't wrong, bro. You're not wrong.
That's what
when
it
people
is.
go to the stadium, we got Omar, who's normally in here. He's not in here tonight, but Omar will go to the. This is why I don't go to the Dolphin Stadium to do rides, unless I'm already hired out and I got the full swing, like dropping off and picking up, right? Because then I know I'm getting paid top dollar to do that. I don't want to go sit. You got to get to that game an hour before the game is over, or you're not getting in.
Sitting in traffic, yeah.
Or you got to go sit in the Uber lot, whether you're doing Uber rides or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And that shit's a mile away. They got to walk a mile to get to you to the Uber lot outside Dolphin Stadium, Hard Rock Stadium, where the Dolphins play and the Hurricanes play. Okay, it is not easy. So you got to be there early. That's time. Your time is valuable. Your time is worth money to you.
Yep.
Everybody always thinks just in the sense of mileage and time while you're giving the ride. No, your time is
per minute, not per mile.
It doesn't matter. You're not getting paid on your way to it, though, Brandon.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, people need to stop looking at it per mile. You got to look at it how many minutes are you spending to do everything.
You're right. Yeah. You got to take in the whole kabam, and that's
it's
why
time slot. Yep, it's a time slot.
A private driver, right? You have to get paid for that. When I do the work for the college, I get paid. Like, and I've submitted invoices, and they've told me no. They sent me the invoice back and said no, it's not enough.
See, that's what's up. And that's the kind of clients I need.
But I'm also dealing with, God, and I don't ever put one man above another man, but I'm dealing with some really nice people, but they're those people. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Right? Just like Friday, I got to deal with one of those people. I'll tell y'all who it is after the stream is over, because I don't spill my tea like that in public. But what I'm saying is, you gotta charge for that. You gotta charge for that.
Yep.
And then what about the people? And I know all of us got one. All of us got one somewhere. A very, very wealthy individual that every now and then we do some work for. Either they fly into town or they live way out in the burbs, and you go and you get them. They're not famous, but they got that bread and they expect a certain level of service. And listen, if you don't charge correctly, they're going to feel disrespected. Yeah. Like, why are you so cheap? Do I make you feel like I can't afford to pay you?
Exactly. You want some rice with that?
You ain't lying. So anyway. Tassay, great info on this live.
Yes.
Tonight, brother, we love you. We thank you. We hope to see you next time. Joseph Valez, Hard Rock Stadium rideshare pickup is a joke of man. You ain't lying, bro. And if you think that's bad, you should get over to the BB&T after a hockey game.
The BB&T.
BBC.
You think that's bad? You should get over to the BBC after the game.
That's what Brazos is going to rename the Heat Stadium to.
I'm dead.
Bro, they're trying to rename. Listen, Bang Brothers is making a huge. I mean,
here we go.
I think they offered like $10 million. Listen, they offered $10 million for the naming rights to the trip. Well, now it's FTX Arena where the Miami Heat play. Bang Brothers offered $10 million for naming rights.
No, dude, that shit's gonna be. All the little kids are gonna have to walk in there and say that shit. That's gonna be funny as hell.
They're trying, bro. They're trying.
Yeah, Richie.
Oh, look at Key. Here's Key. Here we go.
Look, you like,
We're here tonight. Oh my God. Okay.
They're gonna have to stop selling hot dogs and corn dogs and shit. Can I get BBC on the stick? This motherfucker's burnt. That's what it is.
I gotta go to
Sorry,
Dallas.
All right,
kid.
Richie Hustles. Hey,
Gotta go
Richie
to Dallas.
Hustles. If next week or the week after you wanna come on the show, man, and you wanna talk to everybody about some of the things you do, you're more than welcome. I don't think anybody here would have a problem with that. It
That's
looks
right.
like we
That's
can all
right.
learn something. Looks like we could all learn something from you. Maybe get something else going on the side. Because after
Yeah,
all,
Richie, man.
It's
garage is
about that
Just
about.
shows you
money.
little tricks.
That's up to you though. But I'm just gonna tell you, bro. I ain't paying you to come on the program. I ain't paying you to come on the program. But we'd
We're
love to have you.
gonna give you some Amazon
All right.
stuff.
Anyway, Uber Black Dallas car requirements are keep a star rating of 4.85. That's everywhere. Hire 5-year-old vehicle. That's everywhere. Uber Black. We don't have Uber
Yeah,
Black, so
no.
we don't require the commercial insurance. But as a private driver, you do. Dallas city permit. Yes, you have to have that here. Okay. All
And
right,
here
Hatch.
you
See?
have
What's
to
the
have
rest?
commercial registration, not
Bro,
just
bro,
registration.
it's 11:45. It's 11:45. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, I gotta get up in
Freaking
4 hours.
Vinny's fault every single time. See?
You were late.
This is where I can
Yeah, he
You were
was
late.
late.
We were waiting on
I
you.
can help.
You were late.
Wake up early on Thursdays.
You
God
were late, bro.
damn
Do
it!
you realize you were late though?
I'm
Give me a sign
I'm
that
gonna
you need
I'm
your
gonna
signal.
drink some coffee. I'm not going to bed. Forget this.
Yeah, well, goddamn it, I am. So, all right, let's wrap up this show. We appreciate everybody coming through tonight. Yeah, we did it again. Yeah, it's all your fault, Kira. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. One last thing. We do have a Discord group. We have a Discord group. Rideshare Garage is our Discord group. But Brandon, who holds the power of knowledge over how to spread the word about the Discord group, I don't know. So we'll start linking it up. I'll put it on my community page. I'll try to get everybody to put it on their community page. You guys are more than welcome to come into the Discord group. And, let's get that thing up and running in the right way. Because, obviously we only get together once a week here.
Somebody dropped.
Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe to everybody's channel. We're all here in this together. We're a community. We're trying to do it the right way. We want everybody to be safe, make that money, know when to work, know when not to work, and when you're not on the road driving. Eddie, in between rides, what are you doing, buddy?
Oh, I'm editing my videos.
Constantly working. By next Wednesday, I will have out a video on my channel how simple it is. And you're gonna laugh. You're gonna say, "No, that's not all. It needs more than that." No, it don't. I'm gonna make a video to show you how to make a video and get yourself started on YouTube.
All right,
All
let me
right,
see.
y'all. Steven.
And I'm gonna see if I can work on this Keen Master, which I think is like the best app right now because you can just use it on your phone.
That's
You
what
know,
I do. I use King Master on mine. That's what I
yeah,
use
and
mine
when you run
All
back
right.
and forth, when you're running back and forth, you don't want to carry your 10-pound camera. The phone is just
Trust
you
me.
got to use
So,
your phone.
so I'm going to show you how to make the video, and Eddie and Jeff are going to show you how to edit the video. Okay.
I used to
Then
use Power
Steven is going to show you how to do SEO. Kiara is going to show you how to use Canva to make your thumbnails, and Brandon is going to show you how to get in the Discord group. All right,
What a
Steven,
best.
from the top, give me a quick tip, buddy. Let's wrap this up.
Start with Jeff. I don't have anything off the top of my head.
I'm gonna tell you right now. Hey, you gotta say we got a lot of new drivers coming out in 2023, and I know a lot of people got laid off and everything. Be nice to these new drivers because we need them to get on the program. We've been building goodwill within the rideshare community as far as no tip, no trip, and decline trash. We've got to get out and get these new drivers on board with what we're doing. Don't be mean to them and mad at them. They're going to be negative because they don't know shit right now, but that's why we got to lead them on and get them up to speed with what we're doing. Go ahead.
I was going to say, don't be intimidated by people having a higher end car than you and thinking that you need to have a higher end car in order to do this. As we were just discussing, Uber X is overpowered, and you can do a lot with Uber X. You can do a lot with that, and if you have the vehicle, do XL. A nice hybrid, even if you're running out of a Prius, there are people that are making over $2,000 every week just driving a
Ronnie
Prius.
Spree TV.
Yeah.
We're going to try to get Ronnie Spree next week on the show if he'll
Yeah.
come in. I know Steve.
He said he was busy tonight. Yeah, he was busy tonight.
Right.
Yeah.
But Ronnie, listen, Ronnie is a no joke kind of individual, man. You know, he don't play no games. He don't want to hear no excuses. He's out here making that money. If y'all don't know his channel, go check out his channel, Ronnie Spree TV. Go ahead.
Ronnie Speed.
Steve.
Hold on. Yeah, I
Speed.
got it.
2 racks a week. 2 racks a week.
2 racks a week challenge. Hey, here's the Discord link. If you guys are in the chat, just click on the Discord link, and Brandon will get you squared away and get you into the group.
That's it. That's it.
Is Ronnie with 2
All right.
N's?
Yeah, he
I
goes
don't
to
think
don't
so.
Eddie, give me your tip of the week, bro. Come on.
So
Let's go.
okay, so we cover Phoenix, Florida, Chicago, Texas. All right. So if you guys need advice, just
What about
remember,
LA?
you can go to either one of our states, and we can help you in those particular states if you want to really like get something going, and always have multiple apps. Uh, there are other opportunities out there. Sean in town, he's been having some really good things out there. So just once you get information, just apply for these apps. Just in case Uber and Lyft don't start doing too good, then you can work your way into another app until everything starts getting better. You know, always go where the money is. If it's not an Uber or Lyft, then you go somewhere else.
All right. And for me, like I said, I was gonna. That's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say make sure that you multi-app. You have to multi-app. If one app is feeding you rides and paying you correctly, stay on it. Always go back to that hotspot. If you're working in an area and the area is hot, don't worry about deadheading back because as long as your app is on, you're getting paid mileage anyway, tax deduction anyway. So go back to the hot spot until it's not hot. Same thing with the app. If Uber is feeding you and you're getting paid and then it dies, then you go to the other app. And hopefully that
Yep.
if one app is down, the other app is usually up. So that's how I've always found it to be. That's how I enjoy it. All right, y'all. Let's get this done.
Hello, hi.
Oh, Brand.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Brandon's here.
wait.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
We're having
Brandon's here.
technical difficulties. Wait. Technical difficulties. What happened? No, I'm sorry, Brandon. Go ahead, buddy. Go ahead, buddy.
So a little. I'm gonna get a little personal here.
Sure.
It was a major mental battle for me to come to the realization that if I'm gonna continue doing this full time, that I'm gonna have to go with whatever's paying me more at the time. And for a while, I would just absolutely refuse to do Uber X rides because it was just draining on me mentally. It just made me feel like, I'm doing this in a Porsche, like this is crazy. But at the end of the day, you have to trust in the math. If as I said, through Para, I've been able to find rides that are paying more than Lux Black. It's crazy. But at the end of the day, you got to do whatever it is you got to do
Amen.
to move on. For what I'm doing right now, I'm not even driving my Porsche. I'm probably not going to drive my Porsche until March. Because so what I'm doing with my Porsche is I'm letting that sit in a parking lot that's like $8 a day, and whenever I get a booking for it on Turo, because I have it listed on Turo, I'm gonna deliver it to the Turo customer and trying to make some money off of that. But until then, I'm sticking in the red Tesla Model Y I have now, and I'm gonna continue to grind out these shitty rides because I'm making 220 a day, but I'm having to drive 165 miles. So it's not for me. Those rates are kind of bad, but it comes to the realization that I have to do what I have to do to get through these first 2 months. Now, there are other areas that are not affected, but I can promise you, if you're in Chicago, you're also feeling the pain of dry January. Like I sent a picture to Vinny earlier. I requested a Lyft XL ride, and someone in a black GMC Yukon XL with livery plates except for that ride. So if a guy that's being paid extra to do black XL is accepting basic XL, then shit's bad.
That's right.
Yep.
100%. You're not wrong, man. Listen, at the end of the day, it's like we said in the videos and like we've said in past live streams. Man, you got to do what you got to do to make your ends.
That's
And
it.
and,
That's it.
and you know, and to really go back and like even with the strikes and the protests and all of that, at the end of the day, you are responsible and you are the result of the choices that you make. So this is where we're at. This is what we got to do. And even though I josh with these guys about X rides, listen, if that goddamn X has got a $30 surge on it, guess what just happened? Vinny just picked up some bum going 5 miles down the road for $55. Get in, shut up, get out. It's gonna happen. So you do what you got to do to make your money, bro. Because ain't none of us trying to be on the street on purpose. All right, y'all.
Randy, to answer your question, on November and December, I had it listed for $130 a day, but because it's dry January and dry February, I'm just trying to get it rented out as much as possible. So I have it at $100 a day now. At that price point, I'm not even if I have it rented out for the entire month, I'm just barely making money enough to do it. But I'm doing it because right now it's cost me $2.10 a mile to drive that Porsche on Ride Apps, and right now I can't consistently make that mileage. So I have to make whatever I can on it from Turo, even if I'm only booking it for 1 week out of the month. It's still better than nothing. And then
Amen.
the real money is being made on the Tesla rental. And I'm just banging out rides. What I'm doing right now, what I've been doing this entire time is I have the Uber app open, and as soon as I see a reservation request come in, I'm going in there and I'm taking it. But unfortunately, the last 3 times I saw that, someone grabbed it before me. But I still got one tomorrow. But you know what? That one I got tomorrow is better than nothing.
That's it. Get that money.
Amen. Amen. All right, y'all. We're gonna wrap it up. That's a night. God damn it, 3-hour goddamn stream because Eddie was like
He's always running late. Damn.
Come on, Eddie, step it up, man.
Jesus Christ, man.
Hey, by the
Fucking
way,
guy.
by
Anyway,
the way,
what?
the
Let's go.
the 2023 Prius, I might get it.
All right, y'all.
What are you
Later.
smoking?
Everybody,
Can I have some of
say
it?
goodnight. Everybody say goodnight. Everybody say goodnight.
Good night, everyone.
I want to get that Prius.
We're out of here. We're out of here. We're out.